Do. What's up, Pixie? Happy Trump Day today. What's up, Mark? Mark, why don't you request up? Let's talk about Trump. Let's talk about the temper tantrum he's having today. What's up, Merlin? SCOTUS pissed you off today. Mark, why don't you request up? You chirp in the chat constantly. Why don't you grow a set and hit the request button? Super easy. Down at the bottom. Let's talk. Just a chirper. Looking at your profile picture, Mark, you look pretty strong. Why don't you come up and talk? There is a request. It looks like a 2-person symbol down at the bottom. There is a request box. It looks like a blue and pink symbol down there. It's there. I can assure you it's there. You know what? I'll even make it easier for you. Merlin, is the request button there? What's up, Melanie? Oh, do you know where I was? Do you actually know the restaurant? I'm from Minneapolis. All right, you know what? To the 2 people chirping in the... Two people chirping here. Listen, I'll do this. Watch. Settings. I'll change the layout so that you guys can find the request box. To everyone, do me a favor. Tap the screen. But that song blew. Is this one better? Mr. George Washington. So the guest request button is there, man. You gonna let the immigrant live in your house? Oh, see, look, I already messed the settings up.
All right. What's that going on here? It's so loud. Can't even hear myself.
Like you told me.
Turn that gangster rap off.
Dollar bill, y'all. Okay, I'm sorry.
Turn that gangster rap off.
Gangster rap? Guys, do me a favor. Tap the screen. Let's. Someone said, Michael, what are your thoughts on the latest Supreme Court hearing? Which one? I'm assuming you mean decision. Which one? And then we got Frank chirping in the chat. You gonna let the immigrant live in your house? And then Mark's in here somewhere too. Just chirping.
You might wanna proofread, my friend. No, that's a pretty big deal, right?
Which one?
Birthright.
Yes. Yes,
Big
Donald
deal.
Trump is not happy.
I haven't seen none of his post or anything. Is he going crazy?
He's basically telling Congress to basically saying, fuck the Supreme Court. Let's do it through Congress.
Jesus. What's wrong with this dude, man?
Just upset. He's throwing a temper tantrum. He'll be gone soon. Little temper tantrum.
How can you sit here and still say that he's not the worst president of all time?
Newsmax.
Definitely.
Newsmax had a post on yesterday saying that his approval ratings have never been higher. Highest approval ratings ever.
Is
that
true?
dude is the president. Good answer, George. That's the most intelligent thing I've heard all day.
Michael, when do you go live now?
I have no idea.
You're just winging it?
Yeah.
Okay.
How come you don't never ask me when I go live?
Because you don't ever go live.
I wasn't going to go live if you were on, Ellie. I wasn't going to butt into yours. But I saw no one was on, so.
Oh, shit. Is this Ellie's spot?
No. I also wing it.
How come nobody asked me to wing it?
Hey, Brandon, what time do you usually go live?
I don't.
That's why I thought.
Robert, are you a Trump supporter?
No.
What's up?
But I am a Republican and conservative.
All right, I like that.
Who'd you vote for?
I wrote in Ron DeSantis.
Why'd you do that?
It's just as bad as Donald Trump.
Well, I don't like Donald Trump. And then I also do not think Kamala Harris would have been a very good president. So I didn't want to vote for her either.
You think she would have been this bad?
Yeah.
You really think so? How?
Interesting.
Yeah, I think that, well, the border crisis would still be just that, in my opinion. The curious about her handlings with the situations in Venezuela. If she'd be interested in performing something like that. I think that was some good foreign policy. I feel like she would probably do the stuff in Iran.
Why?
Why? I think that she would have been as convinced by Israel as the Trump administration. I mean,
well, given
that's kind of like the uniparty issue. I feel like, So,
given what evidence says that anybody on the Democratic side would have been as convinced?
well, I mean, the Biden administration was pretty friendly with the Israelis. I don't see why she would change that necessarily.
Well, Harris's name wasn't in the e-files, so she wouldn't have that motivation to distract the public or the world with a full-on attack on Iran. So I don't think that it would have been nearly the same. Yeah, would we still have been funding Israel? Of course, because like you said, our Israel, for some reason, has our government by the balls in terms of funding, but I don't think that we would have done a full-scale boom.
I mean, history has shown that
these are the Monday. This guy's a Monday morning quarterback.
Yeah, Monday morning quarterback. Yeah.
This is like the whole, like everything he said is just Monday morning quarterback. It's all stuff that happened. He didn't take a stand on anything. Like he thinks this would be good. It's all, wow, Venezuela happened. I now support that. Iran happened. I now support that. It's Monday
I don't know
quarterbacking.
I'm not trying to Monday morning quarterback. I'm just trying to say I didn't trust Kamala Harris to handle these situations. I always think that, I mean, Maduro is clearly a criminal and I think he deserves to be arrested, and I would support action in Venezuela and in Cuba. I mean, that's in our hemisphere. I think that
I agree.
It's good to have strong allies in South America and in the Caribbean.
I agree.
Sorry?
Maduro is not a good person.
I'm curious. Did you, and this, you can say no, it's no sweat on you, but did you actively listen to any of Kamala Harris's campaigns? Like while she was campaigning, did you actually listen to her and her speeches and like what she said as it pertains to Israel and Iran?
I'm not familiar with anything that she has specifically said about Israel and Iran now.
Because she actively said that what Trump is doing, she said that she was trying to avoid that and that this is exactly what he was going to do. She called it from the beginning during her campaign. So why would somebody say a president is going to do this and then you vote for her based on that she's going to do it instead? That doesn't make any sense.
Well, they both said that about one another, right? and that's the point. And I know it's she didn't get elected, so I can't really say, she would have done the same thing. But I didn't think that Trump would have done this for one. So like had I known that, then I probably would have voted the other way. But I didn't have that information ahead of time. So I think most people would have felt the same way, actually.
Respectfully, I think, and I'm trying to be respectful because you haven't been rude to us by any means, but I don't think you really gave her that much of a shot during her campaign.
The main reasons that I didn't vote for Kamala Harris or I'm not really a Democrat, has to do more with the sort of perception of America and our history and our founding values and kind of more cultural and social disagreements.
Trans people?
That's definitely part of the conversation, yeah. It's not something I think about a lot,
I have a
though.
question. You brought up the leader of Venezuela. Do you know who Juan Hernandez is?
Juan Hernandez?
Mm-hmm. He was a political. Nope. He was a president of a country. He was the president of Honduras.
Okay.
He was the president of Honduras for about 8 years. He was convicted of smuggling, being like the drug lord, smuggling tons and tons and tons of narcotics through our southern border. Donald Trump pardoned that man.
Yeah, that's bad. A bad decision. I think that he did it because of something with crypto, but I still disagree with the decision for sure.
So for the guy that cares about the border, or you say he cares about the border, he talks about the drugs coming across the border. I think it's a little foolish to pardon a drug lord. Someone said, "Where's the proof?" Justice.gov.
Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, I think there are geopolitical reasons that he would have done that. Again, it's not that I agree, but to suggest that somehow that means the Republican Party isn't more serious on the border and immigration.
The Republican Party is not serious on immigration. Sorry, Donald Trump is not serious on immigration.
He wants to use the current system in place to detain and deport the people who have overstayed their asylum claims, which he's allowed to do that legally. Nothing illegal with that.
I think it's time, Michael, that we ask him that question.
Which one?
About Langford.
Gotcha. Do you know who Paul Langford is?
No.
I got to look this up. I never remember what state he's from.
James Langford is from Oklahoma.
Sorry,
Oklahoma.
Is it James?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm wrong then.
When you said Paul Langford, I didn't know.
Who am I thinking of? Paul who?
I don't know.
Who am I thinking of? You're right. James Langford.
Bro, I've heard you say James Langford a bunch of times.
I don't know why I said Paul.
I don't know why you said.
Who am I thinking of? James Langford was the lead author of a bipartisan immigration bill that had support from both sides. Was it unanimous? Was it going to be, a wild success? No, but was it going to get passed through for some border reform? Yes. Was it going to increase funding to staff at the border? Yes. Was it going to hire more judges? Yes. What did Donald Trump do to that bill?
He didn't support it.
And how did he do that? They were ready to sign it. They were ready to bring it to a vote. Donald Trump called his buddies, the ones that wear the red hats, and said, kill the bill. And this isn't even disputed. They said, kill the bill. I need to run on immigration. He wanted the immigration problem.
Like I said, I didn't vote for the president, but on this issue, he's right. That immigration bill that Langford proposed is pretty weak. And again, it has more to do with the fact that the majority of Republicans don't want to process more immigrants. They want to deport people who are here illegally. Like that's where they would rather the efforts be focused toward. You know what I'm saying? There is a difference. And if that's what the Republican Party wants, and if James Langford thinks that this, I'm not saying it's necessarily a bad thing to speed up the judicial process of these immigration cases, but I mean, that's not what the Republican Party wants politically, or Donald Trump, which is why he rejected the bill.
But that's not what Donald Trump ran on, right? Donald Trump didn't run on just deport everyone. He ran on deporting criminals.
Kinda did.
No, he ran.
No, I think he wanted to deport everyone who was here illegally. That was his goal.
But what was his focus? The criminals,
yes, he
right?
said start with the criminals. Yeah, but I mean,
only 5% of the people that were deported have a violent criminal history. Only 30% have a criminal history at all.
Okay.
That's wild.
I saw something that like 14% of immigrants are violent criminals. I think I read that today. Or heard that today.
That is not true, even close.
No, it is. I think that is true.
How many illegal immigrants? I love this question, Brandon. This is probably my favorite immigration question.
Okay.
How many undocumented immigrants do you think are in this country?
Currently?
Or how many do you think came in under Joe Biden? You pick.
Under Biden, it was like 5 to 7 million, right?
Okay. How many total are in this country?
I honestly don't know. Is it like 10 million or something?
You're wrong on both numbers.
Okay.
2 million came in under Joe Biden. And there's about 17 million in this country.
Okay. Where did you get your numbers from?
CBP.
Oh, that's interesting. I feel like I got my numbers from DHS too.
Where's the Josh Hawley one? I like brilliant.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah.
You said the Langford bill was pretty bad. Like, what's the main difference between the Langford bill and what Trump basically did through executive order?
I'm sorry, say it again.
What's the difference between the Langford bill and what Trump basically did through executive actions?
Well, Trump implemented policies like Remain in Mexico back. He didn't implement any executive orders to increase processing speeds, for instance. Well, I suppose he kind of did in the sense of like trying to speed up the expedition of the, again, overstayed asylum claims in that sense. So it was more prioritization of deporting people who are here illegally as opposed to prioritizing processing people and making citizens. That makes sense.
What do you mean? Like, they're both doing that.
The Langford bill doesn't really prioritize the deportation and removal of people who are in the country illegally. It's about processing people who are currently in the system.
No, the Langford bill had deportations in it too.
I am not familiar with that. I've seen some stuff where it was basically something close to like 3,000 to 4,000 encounters a day to declare an official emergency, or maybe it's like 1,500. I know that's kind of a big difference, but it's something like that, and it's not a very strong policy.
No, I mean, there was one of the main lines on that bill was to increase deportation and the process and procedure established by law.
Right. So it's kind of, that's what the Trump administration is doing now. But again,
but what I'm basically getting at is everything that was in the Langford bill we're currently doing right now. So
No.
but to make the
What?
assumption that the right or the Republicans are, tough on immigration or taking immigration seriously, they really don't, because they would have passed this bill.
But did
Long
you
time
agree?
ago.
Did you agree with the Langford bill?
Not all of it, no. No.
Well,
Not in its
same,
its-
which is
its
why I
entirety.
didn't support it. So now
have
you
a question.
understand.
Why do you want to deport people?
But
Why
I'm
are you
also not
mad
a
then
Republican.
if the president rejected it? If you don't
No,
support
no, no,
it?
no, no. I'm not mad about it. I'm mad at what you said about it. You said that Republicans take deportation, immigration more seriously than Democrats.
They
when
do.
That's not true
It is
because
true.
why didn't they pass
Because
this
they didn't
bill?
support the Langford bill. That proves your point.
It's not they. It's not they.
It
It's not
is.
they actually did. The majority of them did.
No, they
Like,
didn't. The majority of Republicans
Yes.
actually did not support it.
Yes, they did.
No, they didn't.
Prove me wrong. Prove me wrong.
Prove me wrong. It didn't pass.
Why didn't it
It
pass?
never
Because
got
It didn't
Republicans
even-
don't support
didn't-
it.
Did it? Why didn't it pass though? What? Tell me why.
Because the Republican
exactly
Party didn't
why.
support it.
Because
No, tell
Trump,
me exactly why
Trump-
it didn't pass.
Trump is a part of the Republican Party, and he is
No,
allowed
I'm not
to
talking
influence
about
people.
Trump.
Trump-
How come did it even get a chance to get passed?
No, that's what I'm saying. It was so unpopular with the Republican Party, it didn't even get
That's-
introduced. That's literally what I'm saying.
Robert, Trump literally didn't want to give the Biden administration an immigration win during an election year. That's exactly why. So he pressured the
The
Republicans.
bill was bad.
to
Elliot.
Okay. That's the narrative. Okay.
It's not a narrative. It's just
It had bipartisan
opinion, for one.
support. It had bipartisan support, dude. I'm not saying every single fucking Republican supported it, but it had bipartisan support. It was an election year. Trump used his threatening and intimidation the way that he always fucking does, runs our government like he's a mob boss. And that is exactly why it did not pass, because it was an election year. He didn't want to give the Democratic Party points. Come on.
I have a question. I feel like my mic is low. I have a question. Is this like what you're talking about? Like, this is what you want to avoid, right? This is an Associated Press article, Robert.
what are those pictures?
This was the people always bring up the caravans and just so many people, like you said, 5 to 7 million came in under Joe Biden, right?
Yeah.
You remember these? You remember these pictures? Or, something similar to this. You remember the news around this, right? I got a restriction.
Yeah.
You said yes, you remember this?
Yeah.
What presidency do you think this was under? I know you want to say that you would say
I
it.
don't know.
I
Trump.
know.
I'll say Trump.
You're only saying that because you know it's, not Biden, since I'm bringing it up.
Yeah,
So, I know. I know. This was in 2018
Okay.
under Joe Biden.
Under Donald Trump.
Sorry, under Donald Trump. You got me fucked up. Under
Yeah,
Donald
me,
Trump.
you. I
So-
guess right.
No, I know. Yeah, but I was trying to make a point. What makes you think he's tough on the border? This was in the middle of his first term.
How many border encounters do we have right now per day? Do you know?
I'm talking about this though.
When you asked me how I think Trump is tough on immigration, I'm explaining that to you.
No, so you can't count border encounters anymore because they stopped counting a lot of things.
Okay.
And Law, you know what they stopped, right? I see laws in here.
Do you think that ICE has been gentle in their enforcement of immigration? Do you think they've been kind and accept? No. Okay.
No.
Well, so what would you say they've been? Tough, mean,
Unconstitutional, aggressive,
right?
violent.
There's a way
Aggressive.
to be-
Yeah. So okay. So does that not then suggest that the Republican Party maybe is a little stronger on immigration enforcement than the
You could be
Democratic
firm
Party?
without
Wait,
schmurdering
so when
and
you're
kidnapping
advocating for
people.
being unconstitutional, being violent, putting children in detention centers. That's what you're advocating for by saying that?
Stalking them like they're prey.
Literally just jumping people out, like those two kids that were jumped at a. Law knows this one, right? The two kids outside of the Minnesota Target, they were like in Brooklyn Center or something.
Yeah, they were jumped outside Walmart, then dropped off at Target after they figured out they were American citizens.
No, it was the other way around.
Okay, my bad. Yeah.
And I know they were. I remember the red carts. They were picked up at Target and then were dropped off at a Walmart like 2 miles away. So, Law, what was the thing that, numbers right now at the border, they're artificially low, right?
Well, so I mean, the number that's reported is that he's got 0 encounters. That's not true. There's still about 4,000 to 5,000 a month, which is a huge decrease. There's no doubt. As it turns out, people are less excited to come here and have their civil and constitutional rights violated and human rights violated. But additionally, we're still adding people to the asylum rolls faster than we can process them. And those aren't counted as encounters anymore because they're being entered into a separate process.
Robert, are you still here? I don't know if he's still here. You're muted. I don't think anyone muted you.
Sorry.
Donald Trump is not good on the border. He ran on it. Not only that, is you can even make the argument that Donald Trump caused the border crisis under Joe Biden. What did Donald Trump keep repeating when he was campaigning?
That the border's open.
The border is open. The border is open. The border is open. The border is open. He said it constantly.
So was he right?
No, he was not right. But I have a question. If you heard Donald Trump saying the border's open, and you were, say, in Guatemala living in shambles, would you be enticed to come? You think maybe he artificially...
Oh, 1 second.
He artificially, literally, himself, probably caused some of the border crisis. Would you agree with that, Ellie? Or Law?
Yes, combined with his obstruction of legislative processes.
Also, Robert, gotta say shout out to you for being respectful. That's a luxury these days, so at least we can have a
that is a
productive
luxury
conversation.
Because Robert's up
thanks.
here, I chose not to bring Fawcett up. All right, guys, do me a favor. I haven't said anything to the chat since I started. Do me a favor. Do all those things that are free. Tap the screen, share this out, then hit the repost button. If you hit the arrow down at the bottom right corner of the screen, and then you can click on the repost button. You can also click add to story. You can share this out to anyone you're following or anyone you know. Yeah, do all those good things. If you're not following me, hit the follow button at the top of the screen. The number one thing you can do to support any creator here on TikTok or any other streaming platform is follow them. So, what's up, Ken? And I'm going to pin the gifting
Michael,
goal.
Ellie, Law.
Hey, Ken.
How you guys doing today?
So someone on
I should be back.
So someone on Twitch said, "Are people really pussyfooting and saying schmurder instead of actual words?" Yes. See, you have the luxury over there on Twitch as to not being on the TikTok, where we have to code our language over here because of AI. You over on Twitch have the luxury. And I do want to say thank you for
Twitch.
this is from Jake. Tell Law to be a good boy and give him his opinion on Humphrey's executor. With engorged love.
Yeah, Humphrey's executor was a Supreme Court decision that had to deal with independent agencies and is essentially with the Slaughter and Cook decisions, most notably Cook, that just came down. I don't know, all the days blend together. I think it was on yesterday. That basically the president has very broad authority to terminate any independent executive officials kind of at his whim with or without cause. So Humphrey's executor is not been officially overturned, but has been declared a zombie. It's dead.
Now, what is that going to cause down the line if Democrats take back take back everything?
I mean, they can go on a schmurder spree for our friends on Twitch, and take out every one of Trump's appointees
They can
and
literally just go around day one and
clean
say,
house.
"You're fucking gone." Oh my god. So, Law, did any shocks today? I don't really think there were any.
I
With,
was
Supreme Court?
shocked. Well, I wouldn't say shocked. Very surprised at the birthright citizenship case. Not that it came out that Trump lost. I knew that was going to happen. I'm surprised that it came out.
Yeah.
That it came out on constitutional grounds and not statutory grounds. Those who had been listening to me cover it, I said that if it was on constitutional grounds, it would be 5-4. But I expected like a 7-2 on statutory grounds. And because the court likes to be more narrow than broad generally, especially the Roberts court, I didn't expect them to swing for the fences and go for the constitutional grounds. I expected them to be more timid and go on the statutory grounds, which ended up being 6-3. So
Explain that then to me.
yeah, so there were two things that were challenged. One is there's a federal statute, I forget the code, U.S. code off the top of my head, but that actually codifies into federal code basically birthright citizenship. And then there's the broader constitutional issue about, birthright of the soil, jus soli, whether or not somebody who's born within the subject to the jurisdiction of the United States is an American citizen. So they could have gone the easy way and just said Trump overstepped his powers by violating this law that was passed by Congress, and therefore, turn it down. And that's the route that Kavanaugh went. He said, I don't support the constitutional claim. I do support the statutory, that he violated the statutory claim. So what that means is basically it's just a very narrow ruling. There's no they're leaving the constitutional issue untouched and just saying Trump's order conflicts with codified law and you can't override codified law with an executive order. But where the court actually went is affirming that regardless of the legal status of the parents, that anybody born on U.S. soil who's subject to the jurisdiction, which, minus a few very narrow clauses, ambassadors, invading armies, people who are acting on behest of a foreign government, that they are American citizens. So they affirmed that, they expanded ARC, and that I wasn't expecting that.
Gotcha. So this is potentially just kicking the can down the road.
No. I think if they would have gone on the statutory grounds, that would have been kicking the can down the road. But this one, like even Trump on his social tweet or whatever you call it, said, oh, great. Now we don't need a constitutional amendment to change it. We just need to tweak it, which is categorically false. They expressly the court expressly held that birthright citizenship, as we currently understand it, is a constitutional right. And you can't overturn that with any legislation or any executive order. It has to be a constitutional amendment.
Gotcha. That makes sense then. Any other thing you thought everything else was going to go the same way? I know, like, I've been scrolling around all of the TikTok streets. Everyone's bringing up, the only one people want to talk about is the transgender one, because it's obviously more visceral. Like it's easier to comprehend.
Yeah, well, and it fits into the culture war.
It fits into the culture war. Yep.
Well, like we can't go a single live without somebody coming up and talking about transgender issues with you. Like,
exactly.
Despite your pleas to talk about literally anything else, it still comes up and we can't escape it. So, there's that. That decision is narrower than I've seen some people narrating it. Basically, they're leaving it as a state issue, and they're just holding that. What was it, Kentucky? I think. That their provisions did not violate Title IX, and that
Kentucky or West Virginia, I think the two states were Iowa and West Virginia.
Okay, again, this is just one of the cases I cared so little about.
Yeah.
Like it's, I knew where it was going to fall, so I didn't invest too much time looking at it. But so it's not that it's nationwide that this has to apply. Basically, just endorse that states that have these provisions aren't
Correct.
violating Title IX.
Do you agree with it? I read it's the only opinion
What
I
is
actually
up?
sat down and read. Now I will say this: Brett Kavanaugh is extremely easy to read. Like,
Yes, he's not deep.
he is extremely, for anyone in the 200 people in here, if you want to read just really easy, simple language, read Brett Kavanaugh's decisions. And I agree with the decision on a legal basis on whether it violated Title IX.
Well, and that's why it was 9-0 on the Title IX portion.
Correct.
Yeah, so I agree with that. Now the equal protection, that's a different issue. But I've always thought that we need to rethink how we handle sports. For example, I was 6'5", 200 pounds of muscle in high school playing lacrosse, and I was playing against kids who were half my size and just pummeling them. So I think we need to rethink about how we categorize sports instead of necessarily, you got early bloomers, you got late bloomers, you got people who are larger, people who are smaller. We need to rethink our whole structure of sports, in my opinion.
Here's another thing too, though. When I was reading it, there multiple times in the opinion, he made the claim that males were identifying as females and transitioning to females. That shows in that language that they don't even have a basic understanding of, sex and gender.
Yeah, you're talking about genotypes, not phenotypes.
Correct. Correct. In the opinion, multiple times Kavanaugh says you have males transitioning to females, when that is not true.
Michael, can you read that last pay message you got? Apparently you read it wrong. Multiple people asked me to.
The Venmo one?
Yes, I think so. Thank you.
Tell Law to be a good boy and give me his opinion on Humphrey's executor with engorged love. Redacted.
There you go, redacted. He read it again.
So you agree with the birthright citizenship, but
He
not,
just wanted the screen grab, Michael. He just wanted the screen grab.
but not
Oh,
the
is that what it is? TikToker, are you a Trump supporter?
I'm a radical environmentalist.
So
I'm eating cheese right now.
It
That's fine.
doesn't answer the question.
If I'm a radical environmentalist, would I support Trump?
No.
Well, that's why we asked you.
I don't have the patience for that. All right.
That was ridiculous.
DJ, what was your question?
I said, so you agree with the ruling on birthright citizenship, but not the one on trans women in sports or trans people in sports?
I agree with both decisions.
Oh, can I hear your thoughts on why you agree with the trans women not being able to play in sports?
Because
In the
Title
opposite
IX
gender sports?
because Title IX talks about sex.
Okay, based. That's all I needed to. Well,
I'm strictly coming from a legal standpoint, so I'll preface that.
Yeah, no, you're coming from a place of reality, common sense.
That's not common sense. That's
Pure common sense.
That is not common sense. That is law. I did not give an
No.
opinion. I guess I gave the opinion of no. I didn't give a fucking opinion.
Yeah, but what is Title IX? It protects women and girls in sports.
Based on sex, yes.
Yeah, so, and that basically boils down to common sense. We don't need to go back and forth on it. If you agree, then that's based. I guess I would like to ask the female on the panel, Ellie, if you don't mind, what do you think about the decision? Because I think you said that you played basketball, or I might be wrong.
I danced, played volleyball and soccer growing up. Honestly, I have not read too much into the decision. I haven't read Title IX. Like, it's just trans issues and trans people in sports is just not something that I'm worried about. So I don't give it a lot of time. So honestly, I trust that they followed legal framework. Yeah, that's really all I can say. Sorry, I can't give you more.
Yeah, it looks like it was a 6-3 decision. Who were the three that said no?
It was a
I would assume it's
6-3
party
on
line.
equal protection. It was a 6-3 on equal protection. It was 9-0 on Title IX.
Huh.
Yeah, I mean, if it's 9-0 on Title IX, I mean, the entire Supreme Court, like, I'm can't dispute that, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, I in my opinion, like all of the, because I have a few friends in who play sports and they're ecstatic about it. I'm not gonna lie.
You know what this does?
And I have to stand on the side of
DJ,
females,
do you know what this
especially
does?
the ones in sports.
DJ, do you know what this does?
Yeah, it protects women.
No,
Protects women, protects girls,
No.
and ultimately protects females.
it doesn't protect women.
How so?
It is state held, and law, correct me if I'm wrong, but it is high school sports. Correct?
Yes, that's correct.
Doesn't have anything to do with collegiate athletics.
So then it protects girls then, which is even better because high school, I'm pretty sure they're considered girls, not considered women at that point because they're not 18. So it's even
Law.
better. It protects
Law.
girls.
No, hold on. Law, does this mean that states can now impose checks on the reproductive organs of individuals playing sports in high schools?
It does not.
Okay. So here's a question. What's the point of doing this then? What does it enforce with the state's level?
Are you saying that it would be better if they did check? Are you saying like they don't have to check genitals?
I really hope they don't, okay? But
I
I'm
don't
very
think that they should
concerned.
either.
I'm very concerned that would be something that some crazy superintendent or commissioner somewhere would want to do.
Well, yeah, especially if it's like high school aged people. I think it's obviously very inappropriate to be quote unquote checking their genitals. I think it's just going to be like common sense. You know, if a boy is even socially transitioning in high school, I'm pretty sure the entire grade or class would know. But yeah.
Law, can you by chance kind of elaborate what this does at the high school level? How states can enforce it, what they can do?
So this opinion's limited to West Virginia and Idaho. Those are the only states that have these policies, and the holding was that Title IX allows schools to provide separate women's and men's sports teams defined by biological sex. That was the holding. It's limited to that.
DJ, a lot of times people will change school districts when they transition as well. So how would somebody know? Like,
Well, I mean, I'm not trying to sound like ignorant when I say this, but it's obvious. A teen boy is not going to look like a girl. Like, especially like during puberty, their voice starts to drop at that age. And it's just, again, Michael, I think it goes back to like, it's just common sense.
those puberty blockers do wonders. You should see them.
Well, first off, anyone under 18 should not be on puberty blockers unless they're going through something called, I think it's precocious puberty, something like that. Unless you're going through maybe that, you don't need to be on that shit.
Why?
Because first off,
Fully reversible.
It's really not. And first
It
off,
absolutely
a
is.
lot of people say, "Oh, like you're a fetus." You know when like some people come up to the panel and they're like 18 years old, 18, 19 years old, and people say like, "Oh my God, you're a fetus." Well, yeah, because they're fucking young, and I'm pretty sure your brain is not fully developed until you're what 25. What's it called? The
32 actually is when it
frontal cortex.
actually, no, the
What
full
it?
frontal cortex, they say about 25, but it can take up to 32.
Yeah, even that proves my point even more.
But
So
that doesn't have anything to do with puberty blockers though. Like, do you know that if you stop puberty blockers, it's just like everything just starts up again. Like it doesn't do anything.
I've looked at other I've seen other I've seen things that like I'm sure maybe some people it can be reversed, but there's other people that it doesn't always just go back to normal. If you're fucking with your body at that point, like it's not just gonna bounce back into shape or like bounce back to what it used to be.
Do you think there's
And
a
I'm not even
certain
trying to
type
be
of
rude, but
profession that might be able to ferret this out? Like somebody who's had some training and expertise that might have some awareness about a person's physiological composition that might be able
Like
to help
me?
make this determination?
Like me?
well, yeah, I know Nikki's a nurse, so maybe she has seen it, but I've
And
also
my
seen
nephew
stuff online that
transitioned.
you're what?
Nephew transitioned?
To a girl?
Yes.
And
So it's now my
he
niece.
stopped the puberty blockers or he is back on it or he stayed on it.
Well, born a male and is now a female. We started on the puberty blockers at 13. And
Hey,
she's now in her
Nikki,
20s. Yes.
Nikki, I just need to clarify something that DJ said earlier. DJ said anyone under the age of 18 shouldn't be on puberty blockers. When does puberty generally happen?
Between 11 and up. It depends.
Right. So
I said
when
unless you're
else
going through
would they be
precocious.
on puberty blockers?
Sorry, Ken?
So when else would they be on puberty blockers? I'm just trying to
I
ferret
mean,
out what's going on with
at
DJ's
puberty
mindset.
would be a great time to start it. I mean, usually they would start it at like 12, 13.
I just think if you don't have the mental capacity to even make that judgment, why would you be on it below 18? I know you're trying to quote
Because
unquote
first
stop
off,
puberty.
you don't just go into a doctor's office and say, I want to be on puberty blockers. I feel that I need to transition. That doesn't happen. We had to go through months of counseling. There is still counseling going on. Like, and I'm talking about 12 years later, there is still counseling going on, family counseling, individual counseling. It's still happening. That is like a huge thing. And there's been no surgeries at all. The boobs
So a
grew
doctor,
on their own.
so a doctor, I'm sure it varies by state, but a doctor
Newfoundland,
would have to
no state, Newfoundland.
see would they have to say like, hey, you need 6 months of therapy before I can give you these pills? Is that how it works?
Well,
Or I
it's not
guess
a
it's happened in
pill.
Canada, right?
Yeah, it's in Newfoundland. It's not a pill. It's under the skin. And yes, it was quite a I think it was over 6 months. Maybe closer to a year.
And if you don't
But there
mind
was
me
a lot of
asking,
therapy.
yeah, if you don't mind me asking, why is he still going through therapy 12 years later? And is it
It's
because
pretty much a protocol with the system.
and does that happen with all like trans people that they're in constant therapy? I actually don't even know.
It should be.
I'm sorry, but is being in therapy a problem?
Hey,
Well, it's
what up,
not
DJ?
guys?
it's not a problem,
Hey,
but
Smith. Uh,
clearly
So I
if
mean,
you
there are people that are in therapy for their entire lives.
yeah, but
That's not a problem.
no, obviously
Every single day, Law.
I'm not
Right.
against therapy at all. I think it's a very helpful thing for a lot of people. But there's a difference between being in therapy for, let's say you like had a bad childhood, or you're
Oh
going
my
through a
word.
breakup
No,
or
there's
something
not,
like that,
DJ.
Hey, I
or
have a
No,
you're
there's
question.
going through
not.
therapy because you
Can I
think
have a
you're in the
question?
wrong body. I think those are two different
Hey, I have a
things.
question.
Hold
DJ,
on,
I have a
DJ.
question. I have a quick question for you, DJ. You work out, right?
Yes.
How long have you been working out?
Since I was like 16.
So you're pretty much like fit, like almost up there, physically fit, very well versed with the gym, correct?
I can work my way around the gym, yeah.
Okay, great. Would you ask somebody who's morbidly obese, never seen the gym before, um, have no interest in going into the gym, what exercises you should do to build your chest up? Would you ask somebody like that?
No.
Okay, great. Now, if that person, same person, right, morbidly obese, have no interest in going into the gym, has never been in the gym, decides to share their opinion about what to do in the gym, would you sit there and listen to them?
Are you saying that what I'm saying is not
No, no,
valid and I
no,
shouldn't
no.
speak on it?
I'm asking you a question.
No, I don't think you need to be part of something to have an opinion on it
Wait, no.
or to
Once again, that's not
speak
what I
on it.
asked you, though.
Okay, yeah, obviously I wouldn't want fitness advice from a fat person.
Right. So when you're sitting up here saying what a child shouldn't be taking, when you're not a doctor, do you kind of see the
No.
parallel
Because
there?
because then I can tell Ken, Ellie, and Nikki to stop talking because they're all straight. They shouldn't have an opinion on it either.
No, that's not remotely at all the same thing.
But that's
Are you
literally what you
willfully being
said.
obtuse?
So is your argument because I'm not trans and I haven't been
No,
I haven't taken
no,
puberty blockers as a child, I shouldn't speak on it, or
no,
I'm not a
no.
doctor,
What
I
my
shouldn't speak on
point
it?
is, you are not a doctor. So for you to make the statement that unless a child has precocious puberty, they shouldn't be taking it,
So you
that's
sound like
the incorrect
Ketanji Brown
statement.
Jackson. Remember when
No,
she was asked what is a woman, and
exactly.
she said, "I'm not a
A
biologist." You don't
well-educated
need to
black
be a
woman
biologist
who's a
to
judge,
know
who's a
what a woman
Supreme
is.
Court judge. She had the right idea, right? As a judge of the
Well, she was
highest
9-0.
court,
She was part of the
as a
9-0.
judge.
But wait, she was part of the 9-0, so now she knows
I'm
what a
sorry,
woman is.
as a judge, in the highest court of the land, her opinion is she doesn't have opinion on that because she's not a doctor.
Well, she literally just ruled on it, and she said that only females can participate in
Sir, you're
women's
all
sports.
over the place. We're talking about puberty blockers and whether or not someone should speak on whether or not children should have to take them.
I'm
Right?
just following your argument where you're
No,
saying
you're
if
not
you're
following
not
my
that, you
argument.
shouldn't
You're-
speak on it.
I'm
I'm not a
telling you,
vet, but I know
you're-
when an animal
I'm
is
sorry.
not
I'm sorry.
following
I'm
my
sorry. Both of you,
argument.
hold on. Law in the chat said he doesn't know what the 9-0 was.
Right.
You don't understand what the 9-0 position was from the Supreme Court
Yeah, I thought
on
it was
that
6-3.
particular. No, it's 9-0 for Title IX.
So then
Right.
what was the 6-3?
Here's the problem. Once again,
6'3" was
You are-
equal protection.
right. So you're having an opinion on something you know nothing about. That's the point I'm making. And the fact that you're up here stating that children shouldn't take something unless they have a certain condition, while you've never been in an operating room, you've never been to med school, you don't know what puberty blockers are. You can name a puberty blocker medication
What's up,
in your
Millie?
life, but you have an opinion about it. It's wild to me.
Yeah, I'm allowed to have an opinion on it. You seem to have an opinion on it. What do you know about it? Have you been on puberty blockers?
Hey, that's the point. I don't have an opinion on it.
Yeah,
I'm not
I'm
up here
sure
stating.
you've been up on a
I'm
bunch
not
of
up here
lives today and
stating
said, "I'm
what
so
children
upset."
should and shouldn't take.
Listen, both of us are men. I think that women are actually the
This
ones
has
that are
nothing to
cheering
do
and
with
celebrating.
any of that, sir. I'm talking about if it's related to the medical field and what people should take, what business they have with their doctors, between them and their doctor is between them and their doctor. It has
Well,
nothing to
listen.
do with me, and I don't have an opinion on that, and you shouldn't have an opinion on that. That's
Well,
the
I'm sure
point.
your opinion is that you're upset with the ruling.
I'm
Isn't
not
that your
upset.
opinion?
No, I'm not upset with the ruling. What I am upset about is we have people on this earth like you who thinks that they're entitled to every freaking thing that someone got going on behind closed doors. It's none of your business. And you shouldn't have an opinion about it.
Well, again, I have a lot of female friends that are in sports that are actually super excited about this decision.
Great. What
And
does that have to do with what I just said?
And have been sitting on their hands for the last few
No,
months waiting
no,
for this
no.
to happen.
We just talked about this. It doesn't have anything to do with anyone outside of West Virginia and Idaho. And it's high school. Do you have friends that are in high school that are waiting for this?
No, but the point
Okay.
is, this is a great day for
What's the point?
females. The point is, it's a great day for females.
No.
Females.
You do
know
realize
me,
that
Ken,
there
Ken,
are the states that don't ban this will still allow it, right?
well, those states are lost and need fucking. They need
Sure,
help.
great. Yeah, another one of your stupid opinions that no one asked for.
Not an opinion. It's common.
No, that's an
fucking
opinion.
sense. No other
That's
country
an
except for
opinion.
probably Canada.
Now
does
you don't know
this
what
shit.
an opinion is?
Listen, it's a great day to be a female, and I
Great.
guess
Yeah,
Idaho.
yeah.
And what
Once
did you
again,
say?
you shouldn't be speaking on things you know nothing about.
I
don't know
need
who
to
raised
know.
you to think that you are entitled to share your opinion with anybody because you can, but it makes no sense. It only makes you look dumb.
So, what would I have to be in order to be able to speak on this on Michael's Live?
A medical professional.
Okay, well, there's no medical professionals on here except for
Yeah,
maybe
actually,
Nikki.
we do have one on the
Oh
panel.
my
It's Nikki.
word.
Yeah, and I
Did you not
literally
just
said
listen
Nikki.
to her? Do you don't think nurses are medical professionals now?
I did you just hear me say except for Nikki?
You didn't say
You said
except.
except. You said except for maybe Nikki.
Right. And
Well, let me
once
ask
again,
Nikki,
that's
what
a
do you-
slight. That was
Nikki,
disrespectful.
I
Don't
know
play
you
on her
have-
credentials.
I'm W Nikki all fucking day, so I don't even know what you're talking about. Nikki, obviously you have a nephew that transitioned, and you have maybe an anecdotal experience, but can you maybe put that to the side for a second and what your thoughts are on this, if you can?
You think
On
he's
what part of it?
Just like the overall ruling for females, I guess Ken said in high school, but just the overall concept of this idea, banning
I went to a very,
trans women.
I grew up in
from-
a very small town. So the fact that we played on boys teams. So I don't know what to say about it.
He's never
But
been
those-
to a
but
We
that's
played on
different
boys
from-
teams.
He's
No,
never
no,
played in
I know
co-ed
there's
sports.
unisex teams, but that's different
Co-ed.
from
No, it's not.
that's
It's called
different
co-ed.
from this.
I just
It's called
realized
co-ed.
RC is up here.
RC is probably on my side with this. So if I'm gonna be the nice moderate one on this. So if you want to hear RC's opinion, RC, take it from here.
I'll be moderate.
I can't wait to hear this.
I agree with what he's saying. I mean, I don't have anything to add. He's right.
But apparently, according to Smooth, you need to be
No.
a medical
What was my
professional.
point?
and-
No. What was my point again?
You basically said that because I'm not a doctor, I can't speak on this, which is the exact same thing that
I didn't say
Ketanji
you
Brown
can't.
said.
I said you should.
I'm not a biologist, so I don't know what
I
a
didn't
woman
say you
is.
can't. I said you shouldn't.
But why the fuck not?
Because you're not in a that's like me speaking on why physicians think that the solar system is shaped the way that way it's shaped. Why?
So then do
Why
you
would
not
I have an
agree with-
opinion on that? I'm
do you
not
not
a
agree with-
physicist.
Do you not agree with Michael's background here? Abortion is healthcare. He's a man. Should he not
Abortion
speak
is
on it?
healthcare.
But he's a man.
Abortion is healthcare.
But you're not a woman. You've never had.
That's
an
not an
abortion.
opinion. That's a fact.
Okay,
See,
so
this
here
is
we
the
go.
problem. Once again, you don't know what an opinion is, and you don't know what a fact is. Abortion is healthcare. Abortion procedures are done by who? Performed by who?
You're not a doctor, though.
No.
I mean, I can't. I'm not following.
Where
your
are
logic here.
abortions performed at?
You're appealing to
Who-
authority.
I'm not appealing to authority. This is a simple question. Who do you go to a plumber for an abortion?
Do you
DJ?
do you go to a man for an opinion on abortion? Because some women think that abortion is not healthcare. They
Why
think
can't
it's
you answer the question?
Obviously, I'm not going to go to a plumber for whatever the fuck you said, and I'm not going to go to
An
a
abortion?
therapist for stuff on the gym.
Right. So when you want to have an abortion, you go to who?
But we're talking about an opinion, not a fucking.
This isn't an opinion. This isn't a fact. I'm telling you.
Well, Michael, according
I'm
to
trying to
Smooth-
lay out a fact right now. The
Well, Michael,
fact
according to
is,
Smooth, I
if a
shouldn't
woman
have-
wants to go to to go and get an abortion, she goes to a medical professional, which means that's healthcare, because medical professionals take care of what?
But you realize we're in the TikTok streets right now. It's not that serious. We're just having a discussion. Thank you, Jill.
No, I'm trying to establish reality, something you clearly don't know anything of.
Oh, I don't know reality. Okay, but you're the one that thinks that men can be women. Okay, but I'm the one that's not based in reality. Make that make sense. That makes fucking
One,
sense.
I've never shared my opinion on that. You assume that, but two,
Okay, so then do you
don't
believe
get
that trans
mad.
women are
Don't get
women?
mad that I'm pointing
wait,
out
okay, then let me
facts,
ask you
and you're
directly. Are
mad that the facts don't align with your opinion.
Let me ask you directly then. Are trans women women?
Yes,
And then
trans
you-
women are women. It's literally in the name. Trans
Okay, then-
women.
Well, they're trans
Duh.
women. Women are different.
There's a difference between a female and a woman.
No,
Yeah,
because
it's-
because what is a woman? A woman is an adult human female.
How
They're
is
the
this-
same fucking thing.
How is this still a topic?
I don't know. I don't
It's
understand
still
why
a topic
you're so
because
invested
people on
in
your
it.
side believe it, bro.
Why
What do you
y'all
mean, how
so
is this
invested?
No,
like
wait,
a
that's
topic?
no,
Why
RC.
care?
This is still a topic because the people on your side want to find the boogeyman.
Right.
Well, no,
No,
it
the
was-
people
Trans
on
women
no,
have been
stop.
around
We don't want to
forever.
capitulate. We do not want to capitulate to enabling this mental virus.
You think we're
We're
enabling
not.
it?
If you want,
Hey, do you
yes,
think racism
yes,
is a
you're
mental
enabling
virus?
it. If you're enabling it by affirming it.
Do
Now,
you
if you
think
want to affirm
bigotry-
it, that's on you. If
Do
you
think
want to
bigotry
affirm
is a
it,
mental virus?
if you want to affirm it,
Right.
I think you're being bigoted to the truth and science. If you want to affirm
You can't be
it, then go
bigoted
ahead
to
and
the
affirm
truth and
it.
science. That's not how bigotry works.
Well, in this case, it is because
No,
it's
it's
not
not.
true that
That's
a
not what a
male
bigot is.
a
What is a
woman.
bigot
That's
again?
not true. But if you want to believe that, then go
what's
ahead.
a bigot? What's a bigot again?
Whatever, bro. I'm not doing
Right.
semantic
Okay, I
games
thought
with
so.
you.
I thought it's not semantics. You don't know what definitions are. You don't know what
Okay.
words are.
All
And
right.
Michael, we're talking about it because
So
of a
can we-
ruling
so
that
what
just
is-
happened
so
a few
Nikki-
hours ago.
Is Nikki a trans woman?
No, she's a
'Cause I-
female.
Oh,
And Nikki's very
I
nice.
thought you
How
said
about
she
you
was a
ask
like
her
her,
what
but-
she
But Nikki,
identifies as?
Nikki,
Be
Wait,
nice
are
to
you
her.
a-
whoa.
Nikki,
Why
do
don't
you
you ask her what she
identify-
identifies as? This is
Do
the
you
problem.
identify as a trans
And once
woman,
again,
Nikki?
y'all entitlement to
Guys-
thinking what people should identify and what they shouldn't identify is y'all problem.
The
Whatever
over-talking.
people
Does
got going
Nikki, do you
behind their
identify as a
closed
trans
doors
woman?
is none of your business.
Are you gonna let her answer the
No,
question?
I
well, I'm just-
identify as a female.
No, you're just gonna keep talking over. You don't identify as a woman?
I identify as a female, which is what's on my birth certificate.
She's both.
So you don't identify as a woman?
What? Did you not hear what she said?
Well, I'm asking. So are you a woman, Nikki?
I identify as a female.
Okay, so
Case
she doesn't
closed.
want to do this because she knows the road I'm gonna go down is gonna
No,
expose the
you
whole
just don't want to
trans
accept
thing.
what she said.
No,
now
because
she-
it's a stupid thing. You know what? I dedicated my life to
This
science.
is what feminism has brought.
Do not
Women won't even call
judge-
themselves women anymore.
Shut
No,
up.
That's misogyny.
Here,
Yeah,
let-
this
let-
is feminism in 2026. A
How
woman
will
can't
you
even
allow me
acknowledge
to
she's a
speak?
woman
Because I know that you
because
have an issue with
delusional
women
males
speaking
might be
their
offended
minds.
by that.
Yeah,
No,
you're
you
the
you won't even
delusional
say
male.
you're a woman. That's feminism in 2026. You won't even say you're a woman.
You're the delusional male.
I have dedicated my life to do nothing but to treat everybody like human beings. And I'm going to keep doing that no matter what your beliefs are. Because when somebody is sick and injured, I am going to be there to do everything I can to make sure that they
Okay.
get better and are treated
This
with
has nothing
respect
to do
and
with
kindness.
what I'm
Now
saying.
you're
It
over talking the
absolutely
woman.
This
is
has
everything to do
nothing
with
to
what you're
do.
saying.
This has nothing to
Wasn't
do with
RC just
what
up here
we or
talking
we don't
about being
believe.
over talked,
We're
and
not
now he's over
advocating.
talking a
Okay, bro,
woman?
you're
Huh?
really proving the stereotype's true. You cannot stay
No. I
quiet
just
for
find
like
it
5 seconds.
hypocritical
You're
that you were
loud,
just complaining about over
obnoxious, and you can't
talking.
stay quiet.
Just then, you didn't let
It's
Nikki
like all the
speak,
stereotypes are
right?
true.
You did stereotypes
The
about what exactly?
stereotypes are true, bro.
About what exactly?
Over.
What stereotypes?
You can't
Be
stay
a little bit more clear.
quiet.
Hey, say it with your chest.
Okay, guys.
Hey,
Okay.
Ellie, are you still offended, Ellie? Do those SSRIs not work enough, Ellie?
Okay. Chill.
You still
don't
mad
talk
over
about
her?
me.
Everyone, take
Be
it
nice to Ellie.
down. Take it down a notch, please. Chat, please put a 1 in the chat if you are so sick and tired of discussing trans people. How many ones can
No,
I put
because
in the
you all
fucking
still
chat?
believe that shit. So we're gonna keep speaking
Because
against it
trans
forever.
people exist, RC.
Forever. No, they don't.
Because your little men
Forever.
fifis are
They
hurt.
do.
No,
Forever.
RC, they
I
do
think the
exist.
The
They
public
just
has fatigue with this topic. Leave people alone. Can we talk about other things? Shit, let's talk about taxes or fucking
that's boring.
No,
geopolitics. I know it's
people
boring,
gender
but at this point, like
people with gender.
anything
Ellie,
but
I just
trans
want to
people.
point out one thing. We wouldn't be speaking about this if it wasn't for male fragility. The fact that these two individuals may be afraid that they fall, God forbid, that they fall in love with someone who's trans. Now they question their whole reality because of it.
Yeah,
That's
that'll
what it
never
really
happen.
comes down to. Otherwise, they wouldn't be so
What is male
invested in what other
fragility?
people
What
got
is that?
going on with their genitals. You're so obsessed with what
Man, he can't
other
stay
people are
quiet.
doing with
I
their
don't think
genitals.
that he's capable of staying
That's
quiet.
why.
Here, hold
No,
on.
you're
Move.
incapable of thinking.
Move. You know why we brought this topic up? Because of the ruling today. Otherwise, it's not like an everyday thing. It's also, we have one
It is an
day left
everyday
of,
thing.
we
It's
have
been an
one,
everyday thing
wait,
since
we
Trump
have
became
one day left
president.
of
What are you
Pride
talking
Month.
about?
So let's, there you go. Happy Pride, Michael. I don't know if I said that to you, but there you go.
No, you celebrate that, DJ?
You know what? I'm not gonna lie. My friend hosts, he has an event company, and
The
on
bigotry is
Saturday
wild.
he hosted a Pride event that I went to, but that was the only thing I did.
No.
And they weren't. Yeah, but apparently I slurred on Michael's live when I was at this event. So
You can
You
reclaim the
should
slur.
apologize.
that's what I said. But apparently the chat says that I'm not allowed to say it. But
The chat's gonna tell a same-sex attracted
muted.
I
man.
said you're not allowed to say it on my fucking live.
yeah, that I apologize. I shouldn't have said it on.
Michael, welcome back to your live. Sorry,
Hey,
shit got a
good
little out of
morning,
control.
everybody. Good morning.
Hello.
Good morning. Good morning, everyone. Do me a favor. There's 337 people in here. Hook me up. Tap the screen. Share this out. Hit the repost. If you're not following me, look at the top of the screen. You'll see a red follow button up top. The number one thing you can do to help me is hit that red follow button. You can also follow these lovely people, Smooth, Nikki, and Ellie. And you can hit the plus sign to the right of their name.
As you said, lovely people. I guess I misheard you.
Well, Nikki and Ellie are lovely. Smooth is just a nightmare to talk to.
Yes, because I make sense.
No, you make
And
absolutely
then
no sense.
maybe Nikki and Ellie is because you could probably overtalk them.
Ellie Bean.
Actually, no. I would consider both of them friends. I don't.
Nikki and Ellie, was there anything that I said that was wrong or incorrect that would have been like off the cuff?
Yeah, you basically said because I'm not a
No.
doctor, I can't speak on it, which is wrong.
I didn't ask you. I asked Nikki and Ellie.
Redacted says RC is scared since I cooked him like a cheap steak on my live. If you want him gone, let me up. It would only take 2 minutes to finish as usual. W2 redacted for the blue app. If anyone does want to contribute to the live, my blue app and green app are in my bio. I'll read any message out loud as long as it doesn't get me banned.
Wait, are you
Right.
paying to kick now too?
No.
Okay, good.
But I find it also interesting that DJ doesn't call out the dog whistles from RC, right?
Dog whistles.
Yes, dog whistles.
I caught
Okay.
that, the stereotype comment. Yeah, I caught that.
Yeah, that's not a dog whistle.
Oh, it's not.
It's just true.
So say what?
No,
say,
it's just
so,
true.
so what? So once again, what stereotype exactly are you speaking of?
Loud.
talks a
loud
lot,
because of what?
belligerent.
Because of what?
I gotta say, just say something to Jelly over on Twitch. Are these people in TikTok or some shit? Yeah, the main live is over on TikTok. Let me ask you a question type shit.
Isn't today
Are
a
there
big day?
stereotypes about white people?
Yes, they
'Cause
are.
I know
Actually.
there are stereotypes of
There-
white people.
There are.
Oh, are there stereotypes of black people?
No, there's stereotypes of white people. You want to know one?
Are there stereotypes of black people too?
Statistically,
Hey,
it's not
are
safe.
there stereotypes of black people
it's
too?
statistically,
Oh, okay,
it's
so
not
you're a
safe for
child.
you to be in a room by
Got it.
yourself
You're
with
a child.
people.
Yeah.
Statistically,
Okay,
you
statistics.
know
You want
that,
to go?
right?
Oh, who
Wait, are you
unalives the
saying
most
that?
black men? Black men. That's
Wait, is he
statistics.
saying that
Oh
white
my
people are more
God.
Oh my
statistically
gosh. I'm
gonna harm a child?
offended.
No, we're
Yes,
just
actually,
tired
that's
of
true too.
you.
Yeah, well, you look sunburned. So,
Who looks
I
sun?
don't know. Maybe put sunscreen on next time.
No, Nikki looks beautiful. Like
Oh,
I'm
this sun dodger is
I'll
talking about
defend
something.
it.
I was in Honduras. Like, I had sunscreen on, thank you.
Um,
Nikki, you're also white, so I'm sure you burn easier.
that's another stereotype. See, this is how this works.
Well, that's not stereotype. That's
You are loud and belligerent.
scientific-
White people burn
scientifically
easier,
true.
and they don't really use
Loud and
seasoning
belligerent
for their food.
How am I?
Yeah.
How am I
Well,
being loud and belligerent?
White
exactly?
people do burn easier. It's the lack of
Right.
melanin in our skin. That's just a fact.
Now, being loud and belligerent,
I don't burn
is very stereotypical. But stereotypically, you would be a racist too. So
Thank you.
Thank you,
Oh.
And the
Appalachia.
UV
Do you-
was 12 and 13. Like,
Do you
what
believe
do
black
want me to
people
do?
can be racist?
no, black people can't be racist.
Oh, okay. So you're a child. I forgot.
Okay,
You
great.
want black people to be
That's
treated like
correct.
children. We need to put kitty
Correct.
gloves on when
Who
talking
said
to
that?
black people.
I just said black people can't be part of a system that they
Right.
didn't create. It was created by white people to keep
Yeah.
white people on
Well,
top.
if we created the system, then we determine how the word is used, and you can be racist. You're
no,
welcome.
you don't
Yep.
get to
My
determine how the
people
word is
invented
used.
the word. My people invented the word.
That's not.
Our
That's
state needs to be
not a thing,
oppressed.
dummy. You're right. They want to be oppressed so bad.
Wait, maybe they can't be racist, but they can certainly be bigoted.
Bigot.
as fuck.
Yes, absolutely.
I see the way
I
you
agree
guys
with
speak
you on
about
that.
Asian people
Hey,
and
guess what? Guess-
and
guess-
Latin people.
Guess
You
what,
guys
DJ?
are not friendly to
I
them.
absolutely agree with you. Black people can be bigoted.
Yeah, but especially
Everybody
towards
can be
Asians.
bigoted, but bigoted
But hold
and
on, Smooth,
racism
you know-
are two different things.
Remember the whole thing in 2021, Stop Asian Hate? A lot of that came from you guys.
No, it didn't.
It sure did.
No, it didn't.
It sure did.
No, it didn't.
Okay, then it came from white people. Then,
No,
okay.
anti-Asian rhetoric has always been a thing. Have
Yeah,
you
and
not heard about the
it mainly
Chinese
comes from you
Exclusion
guys.
Act?
It mainly comes from you guys.
It's only white people who actually created the law to discriminate against people. Yeah, DJ? It's only from white people where mass unalivings of people have been by the hands of white people. Whole towns have been wiped away by the hands of white people. DJ.
Well, just so you know, white people are not the issue. We're 7% of the population. We're 7% of the population.
Dear.
But we're 7% of the population.
I just don't have the mental capacity for this.
But
General,
Elliot,
are you a
it's
Trump
seven-
supporter?
No, I just wanted to say the whole Asian thing came from what do you call it? What did Trump saying kung flu and all
Yep.
that stuff?
Yep.
Exactly.
The
Trump-
Chinese
hold on,
virus.
African
So,
American.
General, why didn't you have that energy towards the Spanish flu or the West Nile virus?
No. You said it came from black people.
No. I'm
You-
talking to
No,
General
you
right
claimed
now.
it was from
Hey, I'm
black
talking to
people.
General. You said that Trump said the Chinese virus, but why didn't you have that energy towards the Spanish flu or the West Nile virus?
What?
Who said I didn't?
But that's what they're called because that's where they originated from.
Sorry,
just like
no.
C19 came from
C19
Wuhan.
is not called the
Yeah, but
Chinese flu. You.
But black people didn't foment
then
the
why do we
Asian
call it
hate
the Spanish
for
flu?
C19.
That
That
sounds
was
pretty
Trump and the
racist to
right
me.
wing.
But why do you guys call it the
Is
Spanish flu?
Is Spanish a race?
Yeah, it refers to a group of people.
Spanish
yeah.
is not a race.
Well then,
you dope.
okay, stop these stupid fucking semantics, man.
It's not semantics. You don't know what
Spanish
nationality.
people
Hey,
might
there's
be
a difference between
offended.
nationality, ethnicity, and race.
Spanish people might be offended by that. So why
There's
do we
black
call it the
Spanish
Spanish
people and
flu?
there's white
Hold on,
Spanish
is
people.
Chinese a
So
race
how's a
then?
race?
Let's
No,
let's
it's not.
so
It's
then
not.
that's what Trump called it then, the
It's a
Chinese
natural right,
virus.
and it was wrong,
But
and
that's
hence
what
why,
And he
and
called
hence
it
why
kung
the
flu.
anti-Asian
oh.
race bill, right, that you pointed out, that you said that black people was because of black people, when in fact it was because of your president.
Yeah, you guys are super bigoted towards Asians and you know that, but anyways.
Oh,
How do you
yeah,
get
no,
the
it's
West
not
Nile
true.
virus?
Was that black people or was that
But-
white people?
But the West Nile came from Africa, no?
But how do you get it?
I don't know, from a bug, I think, or a fly.
Well, a
Mosquito.
mosquito bite. So how, like, there's nothing we could do about that.
But then why don't we call it the mosquito virus? Why
And
do we
West
call
Nile
it the
doesn't
West?
suggest. Hey, West Nile doesn't suggest a race. It's a
But-
location.
You guys always find a way to to worm
Dog,
your
bro,
way out
this
of
is
it.
too easy, man. This is just so easy. It's okay. You know, just because you're part of one community doesn't mean you can still be bigoted, right? You're very much so have bigoted ways. The fact that you blame the whole black community on something that a white man did, a president did, is very stereotypical of you.
Are
to
you
do
saying that Asians weren't bigoted against until Trump? Is that your
That's not
premise
what I
here?
said. That's not all what I said.
Okay,
I'm
and just so
refuting
you
your
know,
claim.
every-
I'm refuting your dumb claim that
Just
you just
so-
sat up here in front of 300 people and stated that it was because
Sure
of black
did.
people and why the anti-Asian bill, hate bill, was created.
Aw, so
Do you
cute.
want to recant your statement?
No, I don't.
Oh, okay, great. Stay in your bigotry then. Stay in your ignorance.
But just like the Spanish flu is not an issue, neither should the Chinese virus.
We need a
But it's the
palate
same thing.
cleanser. You guys want to see my wiener? His name's Odie. He says, "You
Love your
need to
wiener.
touch some grass, maybe play
He's a
fetch with
walking
me."
boxer. He's so cute.
Yeah, I gotta leave in 20 minutes. so-
Hey,
You can
is
leave
your
now.
little tongue sticking out?
You
Anyway,
could
just
leave now, actually.
quick
Yeah, I think
palate
that
cleanser.
dog is probably smarter than the Trump supporter.
Yeah, I don't. That's not true at all. Actually, you know what? He might be a W dogs. I value dogs over humans, and most
Yes,
people
we know.
that. So
We know.
yeah, you sure do.
It's probably because you don't have friends.
I have a lot of friends actually.
Sure you do.
I don't need to justify to a stranger.
Called
on the internet
imaginary.
if I
I
have-
want to ask you to justify it.
Okay.
Move, did you hear the
says
rumor about
says the
TJ?
boomer up top. The boomer up top. Like you have friends. You guys are pathetic, man.
yes.
Yeah,
You're
I'm glad
flailing.
you agree. I'm
You're
glad
you're
agree.
flailing, DJ.
I'm flailing.
You got
with you.
embarrassed up here. It's okay.
No, I'm
It's okay.
I'm not.
It's
I'm
okay.
not.
You'll learn one day not to say stupid things on the internet.
No, I don't say stupid things. You guys just get easily offended.
Oh, you
'cause-
didn't. Oh, you didn't just say a couple stupid things on the internet just now.
No, I didn't actually.
Oh, okay.
See, you guys think that you're right about everything when
No.
you're actually.
No.
You guys, unfortunately.
No, I don't
you
think I'm
guys
right
are-
about everything. I
Unfortunately,
just know that we just proved you wrong on a lot of
you
things.
do love to just talk and talk and
Yeah,
talk.
I do, just like you do.
Yeah, because I'm the op against this entire panel, so I should have the
Well,
floor.
once again, hypocrisy. It's hypocrisy.
Okay. You done?
Are you done?
DJ, real quick. It was called the Spanish flu because Spain was the only country reporting on it. That's a comment. To be
And
honest,
once again,
I haven't been paying
Spanish
much
is not a race.
Well, neither is Chinese, and Trump said the Chinese virus. So
No
there you
one
go.
said it was. No one argued that. But you sat up here once again and stated that that anti-Asian hate bill was because of black people.
I said that you guys are bigoted toward. You guys
No,
are the
no,
most
no.
bigoted.
You said the anti-Asian hate
just
bill
wanna say,
was
fuck
because of
off,
black
Michael.
people.
Wait, what?
Wow, you got it
brought her
straight,
up?
Michael.
I think you're
Juicy
Michael who
Jill.
did it.
Wasn't me.
Michael, you're muted.
Fuck. Wait, that means I was rude to that fucking general guy. I was telling him, thanks for coming up. Jill came up and just started yelling.
Yeah.
Well, let her back up.
That was kind of funny.
What did she say? I couldn't even hear her.
Yeah,
Fuck you, Michael. Let her back up. I'm not done with her.
Come on, Jill. Jill, come back. We miss you.
I do.
If you have to endure that,
Jill, come back up.
Talk your shit, Jill. We all want to hear, and we did
Jill, come
not-
back up.
We didn't crowdfund.
Guys, do me a
him.
favor. Tap the screen. Share this out. Hit the repost.
How could she do that to us?
how old are you, Jill?
Old enough. Fuck off, Michael.
Jill, why are you so angry?
Oh, I brought her up so I could kick her.
Wait, no, bring her back. Jill, come back up.
All right, Jill, come back.
How did Nikki get a violation?
We're like cat and mouse in her.
Jill, come back up.
She's mad about the birthright citizenship decision. I'm sure.
We can't get them immigrants out of here. How come I didn't get one? There's my violation. Bye. Fuck off, Michael.
Fuck off, Michael.
Can y'all do me a favor? That was too bad. Oh my God, I'm gonna get fucking taken down.
Yeah. Michael,
That was literally 2 violations within 5 seconds. Can you guys do me a favor? Tap the screen, share this out, hit the
I am the
repost.
most gentle person in the world. The fuck? Hey, Michael, quick question.
about to
for
be
you.
3, Michael.
Do you really think it makes a difference with the birthright citizenship? Because if you have a secure border and everybody's documented that comes in, it makes no difference. If they're born in America, they're American, right? But there's protocols because they've been documented. They have papers. They're on visas. They're not on visas. So really, the decision today, really, I don't know if Trump's mad about it, but I think it was. I think it was a great decision.
Raymond, why was the decision up to the Supreme Court in the first place? What
Because
brought
he wrote
that
an
up?
EO. He wrote an EO.
What was the
buddy. That's
EO
it.
about? What did the EO
That
say?
he wanted to take that faction away.
No. What exactly was the EO about?
Just it's smooth, whatever. You don't have to school
So
me.
you don't know what the
more.
EO.
You're
don't
very
want-
smart.
No,
Go
no,
ahead, buddy.
I'm just asking
Explain
you. So you don't know.
And plus, I was
He's
talking to Mike.
Raymond,
I was
don't give him
talking to
that credit. He's
Michael.
really
you
not
don't
that
know.
smart. He's really not that smart. He just likes
I
to
am,
talk
DJ.
every game
I
and
am.
go on
I
and
am.
on and on.
Raymond,
Smooth,
just
let me
say-
tell you something. Smooth.
Raymond,
You can keep, hold on, Smooth. You can keep pulling. You can keep pulling the
Raymond, wait. Raymond, wait. What was
Bottom
the
line,
EO
he wanted
about?
to stop. He wanted to stop
EO.
that. If you come over, I
EO.
don't know exactly what was in the EO.
Okay, so
explain
you
it
don't
to
know,
me.
So you don't know, right?
Yeah.
Once again, here's my point. The reason why I came
It
up. in the
doesn't
first place.
matter. He lost today.
Y'all are
It's
so
fine.
ill-informed on so many things, and yet have
Not really.
have strong opinions about everything. That's the whole
Well,
point.
just
This is the
remember
reason
this.
why we are in the predicament
All
that
right.
we're in with politics, because y'all
Can I
have
answer
strong
you,
opinions.
Smooth?
No, I haven't even asked you a question yet.
Get to the point already.
Right? No, you're going to hear this, DJ. Sit and relax. Once again, the issue that we have here in America is we have people who make decisions and vote who are ill-informed about the issues, but have such strong opinions about said issues. It doesn't make any sense.
Well, here's what makes sense to me. When my ancestors were put in like warmers and warmed up so hot
Michael,
that they
Michael,
unalive. They only made you pick some cotton, so why don't you shut the fuck up?
Oh dear.
Jesus Christ, you use that race thing every
Y'all hear this?
of the day.
When did I
it,
speak
buddy.
on when did I speak on race?
Everything is what the black man doesn't get. and what the
DJ,
black
you
man
endorse
needs.
this? DJ, you endorse
Stop.
this? You endorse this, DJ?
Raymond, that was a little.
Yeah, Raymond, that was uncalled for, bro.
Oh, okay.
Well,
Yeah.
Can we
but
take it back
the
to
point
something
when-
more broad and maybe something we don't have to argue
Thank you.
about? Much?
He brought my point. He literally proved my point. He set up
I do
here
have
to
a
prove
question.
my point.
So, these lives tend to go off the rails, get super far into the weeds, and then people arguing semantics and everything else. But if we can take it back to some kind of more broad point, I am curious because from what I feel like I've observed, maybe I'm wrong, is one of the things that tends to separate people to drift toward the right or the left is their opinion on whether or not they feel like this country is set up for them to become something great financially. So does this country offer you what you would need in comparison to other countries? And some states I would say are even better than others within the country, but does this country offer you a good opportunity to grow yourself, to start a business, to become part of this, American dream, if you will. And I think a lot of people on the left don't think that that's possible, or they stand against it for some reason. People on the right, and this will continue to be the case, they'll keep voting for people on the right because they do think it is that way, and that's what they want to achieve for themselves.
I disagree.
Okay, so how so?
I disagree. You're speaking on capitalism, right? And a lot of people, I would say, in America really don't give a fuck about capitalism, right? People just want to live their lives. People don't strive here. As much as y'all would like to think so, everybody doesn't strive to want to be a business owner, right? Everybody just wants to be able to do their 9 to 5, go home, spend time with their family, and be able to just enjoy.
Real quick, though, Smooth, I didn't make the point
enjoy
that the majority of people. I'm saying that's one thing that separates people that vote left or right. I thought you were arguing that point.
No, we weren't
So
even
you don't
arguing about voting left or right. What I was saying is that the problem here in America is that people tend to have opinions on things they know nothing about. They tend to have opinions on issues and don't know what the issues are.
Oh, and
I think there's a fair amount of people in this country that do think of it as a land of opportunity. A lot of people who immigrate here actually.
What are you
tend
talking
to,
about?
Having our government and the opportunity of our successful country bringing you into a world where you can make more money even out of the gate, right? You can just work hard and make more money out of the gate here than you can in other countries, and then build that into something.
60% of Americans live paycheck to paycheck.
Right. And so again, I'm not making the point.
There's a lot of Americans who work 2-3 jobs.
Right, but I'm not making the point that everybody believes that. I'm saying there's a certain percentage of people that it seems to me this kind of gets lost in all the other conversations because you guys want to reduce it down to whatever talking points you think matter the most. But there's a certain segment of people that do believe that, and that is why they continue to vote right.
Well, once again, 60% of Americans vote. Well, people vote right is because, once again, they are being fed misinformation and disinformation. That's one, right? When they have an opinion, about yes, it is. When they have
you
opinion
think that your information is correct and our information is wrong.
I'm not done yet. I'm not done yet. When people have opinions about places and states that they have never touched or never been to, right? When you speak on California and never have been on California, when you speak about Massachusetts and never been in Massachusetts, or speak about Chicago and never been to Chicago, that's what I'm talking about. People speak about LA like LA is some desolate city that's just rife with crime and filth, and
it is. It's
filthy and it's gross. Not. And it's not, right? When you speak about New York City and people think New York City is all lawless and it's ran by socialists and communists and have never spent a weekend in New York City.
Did you not just see the 3 people elected?
Okay, so you are moving a little bit away from the point, though. I felt like you came with
I'm not moving away from the point.
I'll land real quick.
Once again,
it felt like you were coming with a rebuttal on what I was saying.
You came into this conversation dictating what we were talking about. When I said from the beginning. You don't want to address what I said. Then you want to pivot. No, I said from the beginning because is irrelevant to what the point was.
It's relevant to you because you're not in that category. But you have to recognize the fact that there are a lot of people that are.
The issue with America today is people have opinions on things without being well informed. That's the reason why our politics looks the way it looks right now. The reason why people thought Trump was going to come in and fix things, and he's making things worse.
So those are points, actually. I don't even disagree with those points. But my thing is, a lot of times I hear people on the left who try to reduce it down to, again, the things that matter the most to them, to, I don't know, demonize the right. And then they drag a lot of us into these discussions, which, there are valid points to be had and discussions to be had. But there are certain things that will continue to persist, I think, and need to be identified in terms of legitimate reasons that somebody would vote. We all vote for ourselves, our family, our communities, all that stuff at some level. And there are enough people who feel like they're here in this country. It is the land of opportunity. You can work hard, work yourself up somewhere, do this and that. It's not everybody, but it is, a decent portion of people. And along.
That's your opinion.
And by the way, as part of that group, no, that's the reality. And as part of that
that's
group,
your opinion.
as part of that group, and as part of maybe even a group that goes beyond this group, are people that feel like there's a certain percentage of people. We would all agree that there's a certain percentage, but I think the disagreement is what percent of people that don't want to work hard and they just want to come along and receive benefits for things. That also hurts the left because there's a lot of people that feel that that is the case, and it's based on what they've seen around them in their communities and
I
their
have a question.
friends.
So you
And
don't have to
that
make
leads to it.
Okay, got it.
Yeah, go ahead.
So
Go ahead.
exactly what this so-called group of people who are not working hard enough to get what they need, what damage are they doing to the country exactly?
So what damage they're doing is if we continue to go down the socialist realm, which a lot of you want to add more social
What does
programs.
socialism have to do with this? We're just speaking on lazy people. Can we
It has
stick
to
to
do-
topic?
So anytime you implement any program that comes from government funds, that means it's coming from people that are working and paying into the system, right?
Everybody pays taxes here.
Right, but some people pay a lot more. Wouldn't you agree?
Okay, great. I mean, that's because people make more money. That's how our progressive tax system works.
Yeah, but
So-
would you, if you're in that kid's situation and you feel like you've done what you're supposed to do, you built up your income, and you've worked really hard, and you
want
can
to
see
feel
people
some
around.
type of way if my
You can
taxpayer
see people
money is
around.
making
You can
sure
see people
people's
around you.
children's are getting
You can
fed.
see people around you making.
I don't see an
you
issue
can
with
see
my
people
taxpayer
around
money
you. You're not very
going to
smooth.
the
Just let me
elderly so
finish.
that we make sure that they're being taken care of.
Yeah, I know
don't
that's what
see
you
my
want.
taxpayer money.
let
I
the man
don't see the
talk.
problem with my taxpayer money going to making sure
This is what happens when they know it's a
open,
good point.
that-
They just
that
talk over
police
you.
They
officers are
overtalk.
being
This is what
paid,
they do
that
all the
fire
time.
This is
departments
how
are
you
being
know that you
paid,
won the
that
argument,
making
really.
sure roads are being built.
know,
Why are
he's
y'all
still
having
going.
such an issue with making sure that
He's
the
still
socialism
going.
that you're speaking on is the
He's still
socialism
going.
that helps everybody, not just
Right,
the
but you're
few.
but you're
So what's
but
the
you're
problem?
you're missing the point, though. Don't you agree that there is some percentage of people, and there's an incentive for this percentage to increase of people that don't pull their weight, and so therefore the system drowns because there's no longer the same incentive for people
No, I
to
don't
go
agree with that
and
at
push.
all.
You don't agree, and that's fine. But I'm saying
there's
that,
and please give me an example of that happening in this society is like in the hellhole. What state, what
Well,
country where this has happened and it resulted in
so I'll tell you.
complete
So
collapse?
let's start with how things are today, which is that, as you said, there's a progressive tax system that you pay more as you make more, and I've seen that myself.
I'm actually, what country or example do you give me to say that socialism will be the ruin of a country? Give me an example of that.
I don't think there's any examples where socialism has worked actually at a broad scale. Maybe social programs have worked within a system.
Right. And why is that?
Because, by the way, if we back up, I'm not even arguing. I was on this panel before where I actually am starting to get on board with certain things like some version of universal health care. I am for some more organized way of immigration where people can come here more legally. We need immigrants to keep, from this declining birth rate, all these things,
Running
right?
away from my question, but okay.
No. I'm just saying I could recognize that there are certain things that as we move closer to things that are better for the society, we are in a stage of our society where unchecked capitalism, I don't think could work. But what I'm saying is, and I do think that increased social programs, especially if AI starts displacing jobs, yada, yada. But what I'm saying is that there are still a lot of people that fundamentally believe that this is a land of opportunity. And the more that you move away from something that allows people to work harder and make more money, which is what people think is going to happen.
Exploitation.
What's that?
Hey, Michael.
What's up, Johnny?
Michael.
What up,
great.
Johnny?
Michael, I can't join your stream right now. I'm busy, man. What do you need?
Oh, wow. Coming in hot.
Is Johnny here right now?
Yeah, what do you need?
Am I talking? Is this a ghost?
What?
Am I talking to a ghost? Are you from
Ghost in the
the?
chair.
Are you from the future,
Michael, what do you need?
Johnny? What do you need,
What do you mean?
Johnny? Johnny,
Michael, I
Johnny,
can't. Dude,
give me some insights. I need some stock trading. I know you're in with the RNC. I need to know.
give us lotto numbers,
what do
Michael.
I do? What do I do, Johnny?
Give us the
Michael, I
lotto
just
numbers.
said I can't join right now. I gotta go.
Johnny,
Okay.
give me them. Give me
Oh,
this.
yeah,
Give
been
me
invited.
Nancy. Give me
I
Nancy
see.
Pelosi stock.
Anyone else make money recently on oil? No.
He's the he requested up. Did someone invite him?
Oh, wait. Johnny's awesome.
Oh, wait, Johnny is busy getting an abortion.
I think it's silly to think that if we implement social programs that will disincentivize people from wanting to work. Like I think that's a rumor. I don't know, some bullshit.
No, I'm just saying the
that
extreme
right
version
has
of that.
no, I'm not done.
Yeah.
I think that's some bullshit that the right has made up, right? In fear of, right? In fear of this idea that once people start doing better financially, they're going to want to work more, right? I think when you look at it, right, capitalism only functions when they have a working class that they can exploit, right? And that doesn't work well when you have a growing middle class, right? And when it's accessible to reach upper class status and reach those people who are making millions, right? In order for capitalism to work, they have to exploit the working class. But what they don't understand is that when you partner up with corporations and start to vote for corporatism, the system eats itself alive.
Yeah, I think the extreme version of most politics is bad. And I do think unchecked capitalism at this point is not something we need. But I think that people see what's being proposed. They play it out to the nth degree, which is not what I'm not necessarily saying they should do this, but this is how people do things. They play out to the nth degree, and then there's a few loudest people on the left that are more extreme. They're like, instantly we should move towards full-on socialism or communism. I mean, there's people on this app that are advocating for that. And I think it scares. It scares people.
Y'all keep throwing out communism like United States.
Michael, can I make an apology? Can I make an apology?
No, you can wait, Raymond. You
all
can
right,
wait.
I have to make an apology.
Thank you. You can wait.
All right.
So this idea that we keep throwing out socialism and communism like they're one and the same is
Because it always leads to communism.
No, it doesn't.
Yes, it does.
Does not. And can I finish my statement? Thank you. It's not. Socialism doesn't lead to communism.
Yes, it does. Every time.
It doesn't. And you guys don't have
Every
examples
time,
of that
Smith.
happening. It doesn't. 2, we have examples, real world examples of countries who implement socialist ideas, and they are doing just fine. In fact, their citizens are happier than what we are here in the United States. Their citizens are healthier. They live longer.
Is that why
they're
they try to
treated better?
migrate here?
They have more children.
Is that
So
why they
Smooth, we've
risk their
talked
lives
about
to
this.
come here?
Smooth, we've talked about this, I think, on a different live potentially. I'm not sure if you're a part of it, but let's take this at a micro level. Like you literally could find some area in this country or some other country and start your own commune where everything that you're talking about can exist. You get a lot of like-minded people together. You guys go together, want to use a woodworker. And just let me finish. One of you is a woodworker. One of them is a doctor. One of them is this. One of them is that. You guys all contribute
You
together.
don't need to explain. Get to your point.
So my point is, like, what if you want that? Why stay in a system that it seems like it's never going to get to where you want it to be? Like, well, you could go do this right now. You could literally go start a commune somewhere with all
great.
like-minded
What
people.
did I say that suggested that's what I wanted?
Hey, Michael, what do you need?
So you don't want that?
That's
Johnny.
not what I said.
Johnny,
Yeah, what's up, Michael?
Johnny,
What do you need?
how many abortions have you had today?
What?
How many abortions have
Dude,
you had today?
Dude, I just said I was just on a phone call. Do you need something?
Were you on a phone call, Johnny?
Yeah.
Michael, can I apologize
you
to
need
Smooth
anything?
real
No.
quick so I can
No,
go?
no, you can't.
Hi, I'm sorry. It's
I don't accept
Johnny.
your apology, Raymond. You could go away.
Why not?
Johnny,
Because I don't.
Yeah.
I don't
I
like
think I went a little extreme on my
you.
example.
You always go extreme. That's not the first time
And I
you've done that.
apologize for
Your
Okay,
apology
words
is
right.
Your apology is bullshit.
All right.
That's not the first.
Michael, what do you need? Oh God, is this man again? This
Johnny.
happens every time, man. I always think it's a party, and then it's just me.
Johnny, why are you hitting on me in our group chat?
Michael,
Johnny, if you want to take me on a date,
Is there a group chat with me in it? Because I want you to know it's
Johnny,
not me.
Johnny, if you want to take me on a date, just ask, Johnny.
Wait,
Johnny,
can we be
you
so
can,
serious?
Listen, you can buy me a drink. It's okay, Johnny.
Wait,
I accept you.
I'm begging you to confirm that there's not a group chat with somebody pretending to be me in it, right?
Johnny, what are you talking about? It's you.
Oh God,
It's literally me, you,
This
Manda.
isn't the first time this has happened. I'm begging to God, please confirm.
Johnny,
you're
listen,
not
it
in a
even
group
has
chat
your
with me.
picture, Johnny. It's connected to your phone number. Your profile
Oh my
picture
God.
is in it.
This is not the first time this has happened. I'm literally begging you to confirm you're not in a group chat with the Johnny.
Johnny, listen. You don't have to be ashamed, Johnny.
Oh God.
I mean, you may say some, leading things, but
Oh,
you know what?
God,
It's all in good
who
fun.
Are you in a group chat with,
It's all in
man?
good fun.
Dude, who are you in a group chat with? All right, do you need anything though?
I don't, Johnny.
Why do you keep calling me, dude?
I didn't call you. Maybe it was the group chat.
Huh. You sure? You didn't call?
Pretty damn positive. Johnny, I didn't get to ban Jill.
You didn't?
I
What do you
did.
mean?
I was going to do it like, how you watch Survivor. I was going to do like the Jeff Probst, like the chat has spoken. But she just came up, literally just started screaming at the top of her head. I think she said, fuck Michael and fuck black people. I think she said. And
Jesus.
then I'm pretty sure she said that. People in the chat heard it too. I couldn't confirm it, but I didn't even get a chance to ban her.
Dang. You know what? You'll get her next time. But she's done, right? She's like...
Yeah, do you see all the stuff?
W's. Yeah, man. W's. Yeah, she got banned from mine too. So she's really got nowhere to go at this point, and I love that for her.
No, she literally has nowhere to go. I don't think there's any even average live. Like, I mean, but she definitely said
nowhere.
fuck Michael. Yeah, I heard that twice.
So anyway, Michael, what do you need, man?
I need recommendations, Johnny.
That's what you called for?
I need
Recommendations? All right, what kind of recommendations?
They were talking about some type of cream that you can recommend for some.
No,
How do I
that's
put
spray
this?
tan. You
How
don't
do-
want that. That's
how,
spray
how,
tan.
how do I put this? How do I put this? No, I'm not talking about that type of cream, Johnny.
Ah, you talk about that type of cream, you nasty.
I'm
You know what
talking-
You should do? Try to bathe. Try to bath instead. He said, what type of cream can I use to do this? Maybe try a bath to prevent this. That's what you ought to try. Maybe some bath, maybe a shampoo. I don't know. That might help. It's preventable, right? It's not more of a reactive thing as much as it could be proactive. Just
Johnny,
saying.
we had that debate again, Johnny. Do real men wash below their knees?
I would like to think yes. Do you not?
I mean, or is it just kind of the hot spots?
Man. Ladies, don't touch this one. That's not
Is it
good.
like you wash your
not
feet, or do you just let the water?
I feel like washing the body in totality is like what you're supposed to do. I don't. Why is this like Travis? Let's be honest. We both know you don't wash anything but your hair. Now, as far as Mel, don't say yes, Mel. You and I both know you didn't wash your legs. All right, Alyssa, don't even say yes. You have a whole sleeve of tattoos, and you and I both know you didn't wash your arm, y'all. And Malia, I don't even want to hear it. You and I both know that you threw perfume on and said that was your bath.
That whole thing.
David, I don't even want to see you comment again. You and I both know that a bath to you is stepping outside in the rain. God, everybody comment. I'm just kidding. I'm so sorry, everybody.
Jason
I don't mean
Kelce.
to roast y'all.
Jason Kelsey's the one that brought that up at one of the Super Bowl.
Oh, okay.
He was commentating at whatever that last Super Bowl was that he was at.
Wow, Michael, you're just gonna let me roast your community like that, huh?
Yes, I get roasted by my own community.
Yeah, they're used to the community, y'all.
I get bullied by my own people.
Yeah, that's how it should be. Yeah.
Johnny, did you get to talk about Supreme Court decisions in your life? Like, I don't know what time.
My life was arguably today was the most. It was not good. It wasn't good.
Why?
Dude, I'm getting all the trolls. I'm getting all the trolls because I have so many fans now, man.
All I get is trolls. Well, no, I don't really get trolls. I just get the bottom of the barrel usuals.
Yeah, I don't get that anymore.
Are you getting the trolls like what Dean and Parker get, where you can't even get a
Charlie Kirk.
Yep.
It's so bad. It's so bad, man.
That's what I can't even watch. Like, I used to like watching, Dean and Parker's lives, but they're almost unwatchable now because there's no content anymore. Because of I feel bad for them that they can't get anyone up that isn't either screaming slurs, singing Charlie Kirk, or just saying I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you.
Yep. Or trying to sell a used car. That happened 4 times today. I'm like, I don't want the car.
Someone tried to sell you a car?
No, I was trying to sell them a used car.
Oh, you tried to sell them a car?
Yeah. Man, it's a bummer.
Yeah.
You do not make fun of Mar. That is a national treasure. Mar does no wrong. It's not Mar. It's the Timu Mars. It's the fake Mars. That's what it is. It's the ones who pretend to be Mar. That's what. Those are the fakers.
Yeah, Maga's gone. Someone said I'm a Parker mod. It's exhausting. Yeah, Candy, it's I like watching them, but it's just so hard to watch their lives right now. Because it's all trolls. It's bad.
Michael, here's the thing, man.
Yeah.
If you don't need anything, you gotta stop calling me, man. I gotta go. Okay.
Is that what it is, Johnny? Johnny, I'll listen. We can talk about this in our group chat. You know, I
For
don't
the
want
final
any.
time, I don't know who you think you're in a group chat with, but it sure as heck ain't me. So I hope
It's
you stop.
100
And
it's-
I hope you're not texting them anything important, dude.
Johnny, there were pictures sent. Johnny.
Pictures sent from who? You to them or
Johnny,
them to you?
You sent pictures.
I want
Do
you
I
to know
need
I
to-
didn't
Johnny,
send
do
any
I-
photos, so I hope you're not saving anything.
Johnny, I mean, oh my God, I got an appeal not approved.
It's DJ pretending to be me in the chat. See the realization there. That's that face. The realization.
No, I had to appeal something. They took my gifting away for 10 minutes for. Have you ever gotten this one? You're probably a good person for this question.
What is it?
Gifts are suspended and the live is restricted in recommendation 10 minutes due to artificial manipulated engagement, such as trading likes or follows or using repetitive actions to boost engagement.
Did you tell folks to do something for something?
No.
Oh, that's weird then. Because that's normally what that is.
Yeah, I have no idea. It was a 10-minute one. It's already over.
Huh.
But they denied the appeal.
Like, guys, if you double tap the beat.
Oh, wait, was it the type 1 thing? Like, can we not do type 1?
Oh, that was probably it. That was probably
I just said it again. Oh, my God.
Wow. All right. Well, on that note, I'm going to go now. All right. Let me know if you remember what you needed.
Sounds good, Johnny.
All right. Peace out, everybody.
CT, that's a good call. Yeah, CT, that's a good call. You have to do a poll instead. Why is that even a thing, though? All right, guys, real quick, do me a favor. Tap the screen, share this out, hit the repost. If you're not following me, hook me up with a follow. Number one thing you can do to support me is hit the follow at the top of the screen. Pixie, are you a Trump supporter? I'll drop you down. Yeah, CT, you know, that has to be what it was. That has to be what it was. All right, if you are a Trump supporter, hit the guest request. Come on up. As I went out last night, I got some Szechuan-style green beans and a burger and coleslaw. It was absolutely fantastic. Absolutely delicious. And then I got a big-ass piece of chocolate cake. If you are a Trump supporter, do me a favor. Come on up. Little jam session. If you are a Trump supporter, do me a favor, hit the guest request. Come on up. Let's talk. Let's try to not talk about transgender people. Let's avoid that. Oh, Pixie, all good. All good. I drop you down right away. MAGA is going extinct. Guys, do me a favor. Listen, if you haven't sent your daily heart me, I'm going to pin this gifting goal down at the bottom. 99 props. I'm going to pin this down at the bottom, everyone. Hook me up. Send those daily heart me's. That helps push us out to the FYP. It helps me get points. It helps me get the fragments so I don't get taken down. So I'm going to confirm it. And it's pinned down at the bottom right now. Click that white box down at the bottom. Send that 1 penny heart me. It's only a penny. And you can only send one a day. So hook me up with that. Can you ask them why the Trump fair was such a failure? Yeah, what was there, like 27 people there? Send those daily heart me's, everyone. Hook me up. If you're a Trump supporter, hit the guest request. What's up, Ash? If you are a Trump supporter, we can talk about any of this up here. Let's talk about abortion. Let's talk about immigration. Let's talk about taxing the rich. Let's talk about the Supreme Court decisions that came out today. Let's talk about anything. Yeah, Parnas said tens of people. Let's talk about anything. I don't understand why transgender is always the thing that has to be talked about. Well, I do know. Let me change that. I know why the transgender topic is the one that always has to be talked about. And it's because it's easy to comprehend. It's visceral. You can draw a reaction out of someone. Where if you're talking about something like birthright citizenship, you actually have to have some level of, knowledge and case law and actually do some reading. Whereas, something like transgender people as a topic, it's much more visceral. Did you hear about Jake Lang attacking the BET building and he got chased off? No, I didn't. He'll end up in jail again. What did Millie Bean say? Millie Bean's in here somewhere. Oh, it said Millie Bean shared. It's a morality issue. It's easier to debate 100%. And trans people than policy? Yeah, 100%. That's actually probably a better way to say it. It's a morality issue.
Hey, Michael. What do you need, man?
I just wanted to sing.
Oh.
Johnny, you have the greatest voice. Damn it! He left. This guy. If you are a Trump supporter, do me a favor. Hit the guest request. Come on up. Where are the Trump supporters? Let's talk about the Supreme Court decisions today. I'll even talk about the transgender Supreme Court decision, as long as we can keep it about the case law. Like, I'll talk about it. Let's talk about Title IX. Let's talk about the equal protection. Let's talk about the, chat, what's that called? Is law still here? Not valence. What's the provision? It starts with a V. In, related to Javits? Is it Javits, right? Yeah, sure. They'll keep it at case law. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, it's the Javits amendment. Which, brought into reasonable provisions into Title IX. Yeah, there's no shot that they would be able to keep it to just case law. Like, I'll talk about transgender in relation to sports as long as we keep it to case law and the Supreme Court decision today. There's no reason to just keep trying to, pounce on a group of people. I agree with the Supreme Court decision today. But from a case law standpoint, unapologetic debater.
Hey, how you doing?
Good, how you doing? We've talked before, right?
Pretty good. I'm not sure.
No?
I don't remember. But are you talking about the court case in SCOTUS today? Were you talking about that case just a minute ago?
We were talking about a couple of them. Yeah. Which one?
The Hex versus BPJ, I believe that was the case.
The transgender sports one? Yep.
Yeah, they upheld the 6-3 that it didn't violate Title IX.
No, it didn't violate equal protection. That was the 14th Amendment one.
Wait, I'm sorry. Title IX was the equal protection, correct?
No, they're different cases. They're different decisions. There were two decisions.
Title IX is the Equal Protections Act, brother. What are you talking about? I'm confused.
Am I getting two cases confused right now?
I don't know if you're getting two cases confused, but I'm pretty sure Title IX is the Equal Protections Act for sex-based, they can't discriminate. That's what Title IX is. It's 1972 case. But in any case, but in any case,
I am not wrong.
But in any case,
no, I'm not wrong. The
Title IX is the equal.
No, they were two different cases. There was a 9 ruling on Title IX and a 6-3 ruling on the Equal Protection Clause.
What is Title IX, bud?
Title IX is what is from Nixon.
Title IX is from 1972. What does Title
From
IX say?
Nixon, yes.
What does Title IX say?
Word for word, I have no idea.
Okay. Does it protect individuals from sex-based discrimination? Yes or no?
Yes. Okay.
So what was the hex? What was the hex versus BPJ?
I don't know which one that was. That was
Those are the two cases SCOTUS just fucking worked on, bro. Come on.
Correct. It was all in one decision.
Sure. To not allow
There are two
people
different decisions. There are two
Hold on.
different decisions in this.
Right.
In
oh my
this.
gosh. Okay, hold on. It purported in SCOTUS that the decision that they made on Hex versus BPJ and the other one, sure, that it doesn't violate SMEX-based Title IX equal protection.
You're wrong. You're wrong.
It doesn't
You're
discriminate.
wrong. I want you to know you're wrong.
Okay, not allowing transgender people in college and high school sports. How does that violate?
You're wrong.
Title IX?
The
How does that violate
Equal
Title
Protection
IX?
Clause has nothing to do with Title IX.
How does it violate any?
That's not what I'm saying. That's not what I'm saying. Title IX has nothing to do with the Equal Protection Clause.
What are you talking about? Title IX was in 1972. I just asked
And
you
what
this.
what is the Equal
God.
Protection Clause in regards to?
To SMEX-based discrimination. It doesn't violate SMEX-based discrimination. It's not going to allow. Look, the whole
There
point
is a
of
foundation.
the whole point of the two cases was to rule on something that SCOTUS earlier ruled on, saying that they're not.
I want
going
you to
allow,
know you don't know what you're talking about.
that they're not going to allow transgender people in high school and college sports.
I want you to know
Transgender women.
at a base level of what this case is, you don't even know what you're talking about.
Discrimination? Is it discrimination if we refuse?
Does the Equal
entry
Protection
transgender
Clause
women?
does the Equal Protection Clause have anything to do with Title IX?
You're not going to answer. You're not going to answer. You're going to
You're
run
not
from
going
my
to answer
question.
because you know you're wrong. Does Title IX have anything to do with the Equal Protection Clause? He thinks, see, the problem is he thinks the Equal Protection Clause is about Title IX when it's not. It's about the 14th Amendment. He's throwing a temper tantrum right now. Unapologetic. Come on back. Let's get the basics figured out first before you start spewing stuff. Is he running? Baby bottles in the chat. Yeah, he thought that the make him apologize. He thought that the Equal Protection Clause was had anything to do with Title IX. Title IX came over 100 years after the Equal Protection Clause. Baby bottles in the chat. Unapologetic. Are you done throwing a tantrum? I stopped the music for this. He was very confident coming up. Equal Protection Clause is over 100 years older than Title IX. Correct me if I'm wrong. I don't know if anyone knows this. It's Title 4 of the 14th Amendment. That's the way it is. Come on, unapologetic. You're not debating very well. You got the basics wrong, man. Come on back. Listen, I'm a normal person. Oh, he's back.
Yeah, so again, Title IX was, I just looked this up, Title IX was a thing in which would stop people from discriminating based off of sex in schools. That's what Title IX was.
That is correct. But that has nothing to do with the Equal Protection Clause like you said it does. You said the Equal Protection Clause was part of Title IX. The Supreme Court ruled two different ways. There was a 9-0 ruling on Title IX.
Okay, what two ways did they rule?
9-0 on Title IX and 6-3 on the Equal Protection Clause of the 14th Amendment.
That they did that did not violate to keep transgender people from entering.
Correct. That the states were able to control it.
Yeah, stop talking over me. That it would not allow, that it would not violate any of those clauses to stop transgender people from entering in sports. So if a school stops transgender people from entering female sports, it would not violate those.
That is correct. That is what the
what's wrong? What's wrong? Where's the wrong maker?
Did I make an opinion that that SCOTUS got it wrong?
Well, I'm asking, what's the wrong maker?
Who said there's a wrong maker? Chat. Did I ever say that this was that the Supreme Court got it wrong?
You obviously have contentions with it.
I don't, actually. I think the Supreme Court got it correct. I think legally the Supreme Court got it correct. What did his profile picture change to? What is it? I don't even know what it is. It's too small for me to see. He's I don't know what he's doing. Is he okay? I don't think he's okay. Someone needs to check on him. Oh boy. All right, this is what we're going to do. I'm done with this guy. He doesn't even have a basic understanding. Oh, you heard the cash register in the background? Oh, wait, that's why you said $40 on Pump 5. Guys, listen. I need everyone to focus. I need everyone to focus. Everyone focus. Everyone focused. So we were gonna ban Jill today, but she ran. She just threw a temper tantrum. All right, listen, everybody. This is what we're gonna do. Oh, never mind. Never mind. All right, everyone, this is what we're going to do. We're going to go to Ethan, okay? Let's go to Ethan's live. Right here, Ethan Bomb. Everyone go over here. Let's type this in. I want everyone to go to Ethan's live and say Michael Raid in the chat. There we go. I'm going to pull it up. I want everyone to go here. Everyone go over to Ethan Bomb's live. Right here. Go to Ethan Bomb. You don't... No.
It's crazy, baby. It's crazy.
Mimi, thank you. Jay Patel, what are you talking about?
I'm saying that Jay, Ethan's sidekick and best friend, was blasting Ethan on a live saying he's a scumbag, and so did Priscilla. I don't know if you know Priscilla. She's also a side person. Maybe
I've seen Priscilla. I don't know anything about it. If you're just bringing up more drama again 2 days in a row.
Call Ethan and ask him. He addressed it in his live yesterday. Hold on, my kid's calling me.
Drama. Jay Patel, you're just a drama queen.
It's not me. I'm just the one reporting.
You're just a drama queen. All right, apparently we're not getting off.
Ask Ethan if you don't trust me.
Why are you being a drama queen? RC.
Ask Ethan if you don't trust me.
Yo, you know that girl that her only claim to fame is mocking Charlie's death by singing the song on Dean's Live? The We Are Charlie Kirk song?
The We Are Charlie Kirk?
That. Yeah, she would go on Dean's Live and routinely sing that song to mock Charlie's assassination by her own admission. Someone said, don't talk about other creators. Yeah, I'm going to talk about whatever I want. Yeah, Mar, that's her name.
Mar. I don't even know what... I honestly have no idea what anyone's talking about. I've heard people sing the song.
Well, I mean, she would go on Dean's Live and then sing the song and he would kick her. Anyway, it's so often that the right wing will capitulate to the left and try to be friends. Like, I know at least 3 prominent Christian conservative content creators just being her friend, sitting up on a live, being their friend.
Wait,
like,
whose friend? Mar's friend?
Yeah, like wanting
I don't
to
even know
befriend
who.
her.
Do I have to look this per MAR?
Well, this is it. This is a girl that was mocking Charlie's assassination, and she's a far leftist. That's just what she's young. She's probably like 19 or something. But I'm just saying that it's always the right wing. It's always conservatives trying to befriend you people. I fucking don't like you people at all, bro. Like, I don't have a lot of conservatives that like me either. Bro, I'm one of my own, brother. You people are all trying to be friends. Like, it's like an orgy fest. What the fuck is that? Like, I believe in this stuff. I think you people are evil. It's always the right wing capitulating to the left. Oh, we're not going to say the F slur because it's going to offend the LGBT community. And we're going to let you guys mock Charlie Kirk. The right wing is so weak. It's so cucked.
I don't.
So cucked.
I think.
So cucked. What about I make an AI song mocking George Floyd? Can we do that? And then I'm going to start paying people to sing that George Floyd song.
RC.
I'm going to do that. That's what we're going to do.
RC.
We love Charlie. We love Charlie.
RC, have I ever said anything?
Michael, I think that you are still reasonable.
I have never mocked Charlie Kirk's death. I think what happened to him is absolutely atrocious.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I think that's just, even if it, God forbid, if it happened to someone on the left, I'm not even going to name a name. I don't even want to do that. But if it happened to a prominent leftist, whether a politician or a content creator, no one should celebrate that. We should mourn that death. No political violence should be happening. But it's just so commonplace that it's the left that likes to celebrate it. Hundreds of thousands of people on TikTok were celebrating it. I understand that you didn't. But these are the people that
hundreds
you're
of thousands
getting
are not celebrating it. Here's the problem, RC.
Yes.
RC,
Tens of thousands.
RC,
Then.
RC.
Easily
Here's
tens
the
of
problem,
thousands.
though. The people you're seeing doing it are doing it behind a profile picture. Don't let that. Why are you letting it like paint a picture for literally the 99%?
No, it's not the 90.
It is.
I'm sorry, but not true. There is a lot of vitriol and hatred on the left that they, to the point where when Charlie Kirk was assassinated, they came out in droves online. No one paid them to do it. They came out in droves celebrating it, dancing, making videos, mocking it. And I understand that you're not like that, Michael.
Most
But I'm
people
just
are
saying,
not like that.
No, a lot of people on the left are, and you are getting in bed with them, bro, figuratively speaking. But you are, man. And it's like, I don't think you're an unreasonable person.
Nate,
I understand
I
that
sent
you
you
and
a
I
guest
don't
request.
agree on a lot.
Nate, I sent you a guest request. Why don't you come up, Nate? Mr. Nathaniel.
But I don't understand why you want to let these people influence you. Like they're radical, man. Like I understand if you're like a centrist or something, but you're regularly hanging out with like.
Oh my God.
We're gonna
I'm
mute
just
you
saying
for the
you're
live.
regularly hanging out with like far leftists, man. It would be like if I was hanging around groypers all the time. That would pervert my brain. It would make me a hateful person. Like the far right, like the actual far right. I know that my name's Far Right Corner. It's a joke, but the actual far right are like genuinely hateful people, like Fawcett, for example. I think you might know who that is.
Fawcett is an absolute disgusting human being.
Okay, I don't dispute that he has a lot of, I've never met him in person, but he has a lot of disgusting opinions. I've heard him say very disgusting things. But my point is the following. If I was hanging around people like Fawcett, like the furthest of the right possible, it would start to influence me. I would genuinely become like that. You know, you are who you hang around with. You're hanging around with the direct correlation of Fawcett, but on the other side.
So who is that then? RC, who is Michael hanging out with on the radical far left?
Yeah, I have a question. Who is the equivalent to Fawcett?
Okay, I'll give you one. The guy that Smoove or whatever, he doesn't believe black people can be racist. He doesn't believe white people can experience racism. So like any violence that's happening to white people is just going to be hand waved away. That's disgusting. Like that type of stuff is vile,
If you think that
bro.
Smoove is the same as Fawcett, is absolutely insane.
Yeah, I get it because you're starting to be. If you wouldn't have said that 2 years ago when you still supported Trump, but now you're starting to like become desensitized by these people on the left.
Desensitized? I have a question.
Yes.
Other than Smoove, who else? Because Smoove's only been on my panel twice.
The guy that sent you a paid-in chat that said that I cooked RC.
Okay,
like
I want to
cheap steak or whatever.
no, the people I hang out with. You said the people I hang out with.
I think Ellie is a far leftist as well. I think that she tries to masquerade herself as like a centrist, but these people
Ellie
are
is 100% a centrist.
Not at all.
Yes.
No, you're not a centrist when you say things
There
like
is-
it's all men.
Who is near Fawcett?
I'm telling you, these people are like the. If you look at a political
RC,
spectrum,
you just not
they're on the opposite side of
understanding the
Fawcett.
concepts doesn't make them
I'm the
far
centrist
left.
here. I'm the centrist here, guys. I'm the centrist.
The truth is, RC, you don't understand the concepts, so you're just labeling
I am
all
the
of them as
centrist on
far left.
immigration.
Fawcett is nowhere near Ellie.
No, because if I said it's all black people until it's no black people, you guys would box me into a radical side of my party, which you rightfully should. But then
That's
you
because
guys are
you're not
saying something.
understanding what it's all men until it's no men means.
I don't need the patronizing talk. The point is, if I boxed, it's all Jewish people until it's no Jewish people. You guys would say you are
not
an
the
extreme.
same.
You're a Nazi. You're the furthest right possible. But then that's why I'm saying you guys
Honestly,
are the
that's a
equivalent of
complete
that.
fallacy that you.
No,
you're,
it's not a fallacy at all. And Michael,
It
this
is.
is what's
But you're
desensitizing you, bro.
equivocating.
These are far leftists, man.
Do
These
men
people are
exist
dangerous.
in
These
all
people are
races?
evil, bro.
RC, do
Michael,
men
these
exist in all races?
this is what I'm trying to speak to you. You don't have to agree with everything that I say. I know I make a lot of
No, but
tongue-in-cheek
we could
comments.
engage in a
These
conversation
people
rather
are
than you
evil,
just talk
Michael.
over me as I'm talking.
These people are evil, Michael. I'm trying to like for real, these people are evil, dude.
What people that are accepting, show empathy, and want to ensure that all people have equal rights in society are
Yeah,
evil,
you don't.
right?
If you want all people to have equal rights under the law, I would agree with you. You do not need to say it's all men until it's no men in order for
Okay,
that to
let's
happen.
unpick that though. That's because that's
No,
what I'm
there's
saying
nothing
is
to it.
you
I'm not
don't
unpacking
understand.
that.
No,
No.
you don't want to hear it.
Then
That's the
unpack it's all
point.
black people until it's no black people. How
No,
about
that's
then
not
let
the
me
same.
unpack
Are
that
there
and then
black men
no, it
and
is.
black women?
I'm allowed to have whatever opinion I'm allowed to have, right?
You can have an opinion, but it
All
doesn't
right. So
mean it's
if
based
you're
on
going
fact.
to unpack,
That's
if
the
you're going to
problem,
unpack
RC.
it's all
You've
men
got
until it's
no
no men.
facts behind you
If
because
you're
you
going
don't
to
understand the
unpack that,
concept.
then I'm going to unpack mine. I'm going to unpack my opinion and you can unpack your opinion. Is that fair?
It's not the same though, is it? Because
I
mine is
understand.
based
We
in
have
fact,
different
and you're not
opinions.
understanding the
We have.
concept.
I haven't
Explain
even
to me.
unpacked it.
Okay,
I haven't
I'll tell you what,
unpacked it yet,
RC.
Millie.
I will respect your opinion if you can explain to me what it's all men until it's no men actually means. Go.
No.
What exactly? Then there you go.
No. No,
Do you want
you
to
wouldn't
learn?
accept that phrasing. It's all Jewish people until it's no Jewish people. You
No,
accept that
because
framing?
are there Jewish men and Jewish women?
Yeah, and?
Exactly. So there's men in every race.
Okay,
So
it's all women until it's no
equivocating is
women. Is that fair to say?
how much violence do women cause compared to men
This is
across the globe?
insufferable. This is insufferable, man.
You
This is the
just
people you
don't
hang
want
around,
to. You
Michael.
don't.
Like, do you see these double standards? Like, there's no way you don't see
There
what I'm
is
saying,
no
Michael.
double standard. Listen, I've said it. I've been quite vocal about it. I've said it multiple times. I don't like. Even Ellie said it. I don't like that saying of all men till it's no men. I don't like it. It's bad messaging.
Okay, but how about we argue this? Be wary of strangers, men or women, until they've proven with their actions that they're trustworthy.
Assume it's all men until it's no men.
Assume it's all people until they've proven otherwise. I don't care their race, I don't care their sexual orientation, and I don't care their gender. I'm not going to trust someone until they've proven that I can trust them.
But the problem is it's like 99% in one direction when it comes to violence.
No, it's not. No, it's not. Man.
It does.
No, it's absolutely
when it comes
not.
to assault,
No.
it's probably in the 90s, high 90s.
No, if you see you guys don't want to, bro. You don't want to
What percent
meet
of violence
any middle ground
is a
at all.
man? What percent of violence is it?
Don't trust anyone, regardless of whatever they are, until they've proven with
What
actions
percent
over and over
of
that you can
violence?
trust them.
What percent of domestic violence is from
It's
a man
mostly,
to a woman?
It's mostly black men.
No.
You want to go? You want to go?
race.
You
We're
want to
talking
go to
about
violence
gen- we're
statistics?
talking
We're
about
just talking
sex.
about gender.
So why can you talk about
percent
gender,
of-
but I can't talk about race?
I'm asking you a simple question.
Why do
What
you have
percent,
rules for
RC?
this?
Why can't we?
Let's not do this.
Why
Let's
can't
not
we
do
talk about the issue at
statistics.
hand and then we can expand it to race if that suits you?
Oh,
Why
Kenosis
can't we
is
talk about the
still
issue at hand?
Kenosis is still
No.
chirping.
No, there's no. The issue is not at hand. It's a fraction of a
Yes, it
fraction of a
is.
single percent of men committing these crimes. 99.99999% of men are not doing this. So no, we're not having a
RC,
conversation
okay,
to
let me explain
generalize
to you. As a
the
wo-
entire
as a-
populace of
If
men.
can
We're
I
not
explain
doing
to you as
that.
a woman why we say that?
No, you can't even define what a woman is.
Well, I actually can. If you look up at the Cambridge Dictionary definition, it's very clear what that is. But that's a whole
Can
other
only females
conversation
be
that you're
women?
trying to pivot to because
Do
you
you
don't want
believe
to have
only
this
females can be women?
conversation.
You don't. You believe males can be women? Like I'm saying, bro, these people are radical, dude.
I believe women can be women.
Yeah, that says
Pretty
no. I
simple.
believe a chair can be a chair. What does that even mean?
It means that there's a difference between sex and gender.
You see, Michael, bro.
But here's the
these
thing,
people
Arthur,
are gonna
you're trying to
these people are
pivot
gonna
now.
pervert
Again,
your
this
thinking.
is what
I
said
agree with
earlier.
Millie, RC.
She said nothing. She said a woman is a woman.
I don't
That's
agree.
not a-
I don't agree with her definition, but I agree with what she's meaning.
She doesn't. There's no meaning to that. She said a woman is a woman.
That's fine.
Yeah.
That's it. That's saying nothing.
RC, would
Because
you like my definition
for me-
for the 70th time?
No, I don't, bro.
Because mine works, RC.
Just feel bad, bro. Because you're like a reasonable guy, but I know that in like 3 years' time, they're gonna push you further and push you further. And,
I am pretty sufficient
man.
and self-thinking.
sad, bro.
You just don't
These people
like.
are dangerous, man. These
You just
people are
don't like the.
dangerous.
You just don't like the idea of. You don't like the morality of it. Is your problem?
Yeah, they're very immoral.
Do you agree that I have a very concrete definition?
No.
I don't.
No.
How?
Because you just said you agreed with Millie, and she said a woman is a woman.
No, my definition.
An adult human female?
No.
Then it's not concrete.
I'm asking you if it is.
No, okay, what's the definition?
A woman is
Uh-huh.
a class of people, a group of people defined by social, physical, and psychological norms accepted by society. So here's the point. Here's the point.
Right.
Here's the point.
But
Here's the point.
most of society doesn't think that a male's a woman.
Here's the point. Here's the point. You, RC, could claim to be a woman. That does not mean society will accept you as such.
Oh, that's interesting. So you're saying that society has to accept if someone's a man or a woman in order for them to be a man or a woman?
No, but when you go to a but when you claim to be, don't
This
be
is why your
surprised.
definition's not concrete.
It is concrete. It is literally.
No.
You
it's
can't
not.
get more specific than that.
You can. A woman's an adult human female. Therefore, you know the species, you know the age range, they're of adult age, and you know the sex. You cannot be more specific than that, actually. Anything other than that's just making the definition too vague.
That is not true. I have a question. What does it mean to be a black man?
It means that you're of the race of black and that
The
you're an
race
adult
of
human
black?
male.
What is the race of black?
Yeah, you're black.
You
Okay,
have more
I'll
melanin.
make it very simple. If they can say the N-word and then not be
No,
canceled,
RC,
you're black.
RC, I'm trying to
Yeah,
have a
that's what
reasonable.
black is.
RC, I'm
No,
having a
being
reasonable. No, I'm
serious,
having
man.
a
That's a
reasonable.
litmus test.
I'm having a reasonable conversation, and I want to know: can you define being black? Can you define being white?
Yeah, it's so easy. It's so easy, bro. If you can say the N-word and and claim it and not be canceled, you're black.
I am
What
asking you a
easier
simple
way to test
RC.
that?
RC. What does it mean?
Gosh, dude.
RC, can you define what it is?
There's phenotypical differences. Their hair, their nose shape, their mouth, their face, their skin color, the amount of melanin in their skin.
How much
It's
melanin?
very obvious when
How much
someone's black.
melanin? What kind of hair?
Brother.
How coarse is
Brother.
the hair? How curly's the hair?
Okay.
Can we agree?
Typically,
RC, you're a
most
reasonable
black
person.
people fit-
RC, you are a reasonable person. I don't think you're an idiot. I think you are malicious. I think you are a problem. I think you're not a very good person. But I have a question. Is being black subjective? Meaning
No.
there is no definition.
No, it's objective.
How is it objective if
Bro,
people have different
okay.
hair? People have different hair, like you said. People have different phenotypes. People
Bro.
have different.
Pull
What?
up a picture of a black person.
Will they all look the same?
Well, they're different. They're not clones of each other.
Are there
but
light?
They're gonna look.
Are light skinned black people? Are they black?
Why are you doing this, man?
Because it negates your whole thing about gender.
You can tell when someone's black. No, it doesn't.
How can you
at all? It doesn't negate someone about.
You might be able to assume that someone's black by the color of their skin.
Gender is binary. Race is not binary.
It's subjective.
No, gender is not subjective.
Listen,
at
RC,
all.
RC. I have pretty dark skin. This is just me not even being outside. If I'm outside,
Yeah.
I used to work at a water park in Pennsylvania. I literally look Dominican.
Okay, I hear you. Obviously,
I would pass as Dominican.
I don't think comparing race, which you can have a mix of a bunch of races when you take an ethnicity report, and then of course you can be a mix of a lot of things and then kind of be race ambiguous. I agree to that. That's not the case with gender though.
I think it's the same as gender. It's subjective.
Not at all, man. There's
I
only
do.
2 genders, and there's 5 races, 6 races or something. So you can have a mix of a lot of different races. You can only be one of 2 genders.
Says who?
No, you could be one of 2 sexes.
So you think that sex and gender are different?
Of course they are.
Okay, so
Literally,
then
this is science. Why do you deny science?
it's not. So what's the difference
it is.
between
It
a man
is.
and a woman and
Because
don't use sex?
Do you
Don't use
do you
sex.
believe
What's the
biology
difference?
is science?
Yes, I
And
do.
medicine? Right. Okay. So it's
Now, what
already
is the
been
difference
defined in
between?
medicine
No,
and biology
she's
that
gonna
they
go on about.
exist.
Oh my God, bro, this is
Oh, how
insufferable.
awful that you've been talking all this time, and
If
now I'm
we
trying
were
to
on
speak. You
on
keep
an
talking over
island
me.
alone, I would unalive myself. If it was just you and I, I'm
Great.
unaliving
Oh,
myself.
I'm so offended by
RC, go
that.
ahead. Ask your question.
No, because she said gender and sex are different, and it's so easy to prove that they're not. Because
ahead.
when I say explain the difference between a man and a woman, and don't use sex as the difference maker, then please explain the difference between a man and a woman.
Me? I can do that.
No, Millie. What
A
is the
man and a
difference
woman.
between a man and a woman without using sex?
I don't know what the literal definition would be. I guess what I'm thinking of is what we're talking about here though is not about the man and women. We're talking about the difference between gender and sex.
Yeah, but
Right?
that's what I'm illustrating here. I'm
RC, would you
saying
like me to tell you?
illustrate the difference between the genders of men and women. No, I want her to answer. Explain, because if men and women, that's a gender, and it doesn't have to do with sex, then what's the difference between a man and a woman without using sex?
It's how they identify.
Okay, what's the difference between the two?
It's how somebody identifies.
Okay, someone identifies as a man, person A identifies as a man, person B identifies as a woman. What's the difference between those two people?
I don't actually know, honestly. I don't know whether that particularly really matters though, because I think that what you're trying to do is you're trying to make it into like a definitional kind of construct, but that's the point of gender, isn't it? It's like, so when I grew up, I was defined as a tomboy, right? That's what we used to call it. We used to call it a tomboy. I had an older brother, and so I wanted to be just like my brother. I used to wear all his hand-me-downs. I thought he was the coolest thing in the world. As I got older, I became more into kind of like, you know, the female side, right? I tend to wear a lot more dresses. I got more into kind of girly, what society would define as girly colours. So these sorts of things are just like you just trying to box things into a category that is impossible, because we have certain sexes, yes, i.e. when we talk about what our body looks like, what our natural body looks like, but that's not the same thing. When we talk about, so for example, as a social construct, we talk about blue being boy, pink being girl, right? That's the social construct. But actually what happened was around the early 19th century, the marketing companies switched the colours. So essentially before, pink used to be the colour for boys and blue used to be the colour for girls.
That's true.
And they switched those colours. So now we associate them, but that doesn't mean to say that those colours are necessarily, that means that pink equals girl and blue equals boy. That's just what we've been told to believe.
But you notice that my question was, what's the difference between a man and a woman without using sex? And you brought it all the way here.
The answer.
Is there a difference between men and women? Well, hold on. Do you think there's a difference between men and women without using sex? Do you believe that men and women are different?
I don't.
RC, the answer is yes. The RC.
But do you see the problem, Michael?
No, I don't. No, I don't.
No,
I actually don't see the problem. What I'll tell you what the answer is: social norms accepted by society. It's called a cluster.
That's
RC.
what I'm looking for. Thank you.
RC.
Thank you,
It's a
Michael.
cluster concept. Now, in a cluster concept, one thing could be true, all things could be true, some can be true, or even none could be true. So you associate possibly long hair, clothing, makeup, things like that. All of those things don't have to be true for it to be a woman. One doesn't have to be true. None have to be true. It's what is accepted by society.
Michael, if
I also
someone
think
comes up
it's-
to you and says, I identify as a woman, and it's a male, you're going to accept their self-identity. You're not going to appeal to society's definition. You're going to say, whoa, you're identifying as a woman. You're going to accept them as a woman.
What's the
Right?
what's the question there?
Because you're saying that society determines if someone's a man or a woman.
Society is going to accept whether you're accepted as that such or if you're going to be laughed at. I believe if you walk around town with
Okay, but you
your
still haven't answered the question. What's the difference between a man and a woman? Imagine you're explaining it.
social norms, social, physical, societal norms.
No, that's not the difference between men and women. because not all men have the same social norms. Not all women have the same social norms.
Exactly. That's why it's a cluster
everything
concept.
you're saying,
No,
Arcee, is
no,
in
that's not a
favor
cluster.
of trans
That is a
people
cluster
existing.
concept. That is literally the definition.
Everything.
It is literally the definition of a cluster concept. RC,
I don't disagree
I'll
that
give
there
you
are
another
cluster
example.
concepts, but gender is not a cluster concept.
It is.
What you're conflating, you guys are conflating like gender expression with personality.
No,
You can.
I have a question.
Yes.
Personality.
Like Millie said that she was more of a tomboy when she was growing up.
I have a
because
question.
Maybe she was more competitive. Maybe she was a little bit more masculine. But that doesn't mean that she was a man. It
I have a
doesn't mean
question
she was
then.
a boy.
Do you
Yeah, because
attribute
gender is a spectrum? That's the point.
do you attribute my buzz cut, one on the top, skin fade on the side, beard trimmed up? You would say that is probably a masculine haircut, right?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Can a woman?
But if a woman
can a woman, whether their sex is male or female, can they do that?
Yeah.
So they're going outside what you would consider normal, correct?
Yes.
So would you outcast them based on their hair color or their haircut? They got a one up top skin fade.
No, I wouldn't outcast them. No.
Why?
Because they want to express themselves like that.
Thank you.
That doesn't mean that I believe they're a man now. It's
I
still a
didn't say
woman
that.
with
I
a
didn't
shaved
say
head.
that. I didn't say that.
If I had a trans person that wanted to work for me, and this trans person, trans man, trans woman, doesn't matter, they're really good at their job, and this is a respectful person, I would hire them.
Okay.
I'm not going to capitulate
what does that have to do
and
with
affirm their.
I literally
you
just gave it to you
You
on a
said would
silver
I
platter.
outcast them? I wouldn't outcast.
No, okay,
a
fine.
trans
No,
person.
fine. Would you? I don't want to mean outcast. Fine. Would you criticize them? Would you say that doesn't look feminine?
Yeah. Wait. I would think that. I wouldn't go up to this woman with a shaved head.
So
'cause
should
I don't know
should
why
she be
shaved her
outcasted?
head.
Should she be outcasted as a woman because she has a manly haircut?
No, she's still a woman.
My point exactly.
I don't think that's your point.
It is my point
think so.
exactly.
No.
You.
What's your point exactly? Like, what are you proving? That women can shave their head? And
Correct.
I don't like.
Correct.
Okay.
Society sees things differently. As a
Yeah,
society,
society
at a
sees long hair as
macro level,
feminine.
at a macro level, being a woman is different for certain people.
Yeah, she's expressing herself differently, but she's not jumping ship and saying I'm a man now. That's where I have a
That
problem.
has nothing to do with it. That's why I said it has to do with physical, sociological, and societal norms.
Yeah, there are norms that we typically associate with men and women, but
Correct.
men can fall outside of those norms.
So can
but
women.
That doesn't mean that they're a woman. Yes, but they're still a woman. Just like a tomboy fits outside of the norm of a girl growing up playing with like
That's why it's a
Barbies
cluster
and-
concept, because it's not concrete. Just like
You-
art.
you can.
Listen, I
your
say this all the time.
expression-
I know you criticize me
No.
for
It
saying
doesn't.
this.
Wait. You're still a man. This cluster concept of the way you express yourself. Sure, there's a multitude of ways you can express yourself as a man, but you're never a woman. If you're a male, you're never a woman.
That's where me and you disagree, because you think that sex and gender are combined. I don't. That's the actual disagreement.
They are. So what's the difference between a man and a woman without using sex? You can't
I
answer
didn't.
that
I said
question.
societal norms. I literally
Societal
answered
norms
that.
are not the difference between men and women, though.
That is
the difference between a man and
A
a
man.
woman is one is a male and one is a female. That is the
that's the
categorical
difference between male and female.
No, that's the difference between men and women.
No, that's the
No,
difference
it's
between
not.
male and female is
So
chromosomes.
then why do nurses say congratulations, you're gonna have a baby girl? Why are they?
Based on
They're asking
an
about the
assumption?
sex. They're not asking about the gender.
Well, if they say
No, they're
I
asking
agree.
about gender.
I agree with what RC said. If they say baby girl, they're doing that based on an assumption.
What it's not an assumption. It's that it's a female.
Correct.
So therefore, it's a girl.
Correct. If they say girl, it's because they're assuming the gender. It is a female. Listen. I get it. In 99% of the situations, That nurse is not going to be chastised for saying it's a baby girl. The nurse is probably not going to get corrected for saying it's a girl. No, you should have said female. That's not going to happen.
And in years to come, that will probably change as well. Like, honestly, that's just the
That
way
could
the world
change.
works. It progresses. We progress as a society. We learn things about people. In the same way, like 30, 40, 50 years ago, you guys would be saying sort of all sorts of like this topic wouldn't be about trans people, it would be about gay people. We'd be having the same conversation about gay people. But I don't see that on this app. What I see is a conversation about AB and a conversation about trans people, because these are the issues that are easy to kind of like, you know, you put your religion behind it or whatever. But now we know that when it comes to Christianity, being gay is more accepted.
You're saying when it comes
But
to
this is
Christianity,
science.
being gay is not more accepted. No.
And it is generally, yeah, even in the Catholic faith, the Pope
It is.
has.
It is 100% more accepted today than it was 100 years ago.
No, the Bible hasn't changed. So the Bible has remained consistent.
But
Now, you can
the
find a
Bible
lot of
hasn't changed. You're
Christians.
correct. The versions of it are incorrect though, because you're probably talking about the King James version, right?
Well, but wait, you're conflating that Christianity has become more complacent with homosexuality. That's not true.
But it has.
There's a
because
lot of
for
Christians
example,
today. There's a lot of Christians, I'm using that term very loosely, that are soft on that, but it doesn't mean that the Christian standard has changed.
well, what about like Catholicism, where the Pope has turned around and said that's fine, like it's really not an issue?
I don't think that's what the Pope said, actually. The
Yeah, it
Pope,
was.
he didn't say that homosexuality is okay, actually. No. I
Well,
don't
one,
think that you can find a quote of the Pope saying that
not the current Pope.
homosexuality.
NPR article, Pope Francis has granted his formal approval, allowing Catholic priests to bless same-sex couples so long as they do not appear to endorse their marriage.
There you go. So that's, he doesn't endorse their marriage.
no,
I
but
don't know
the point
like what he means
being
by
is it's
blessing a
accepted.
couple,
It's
but
accepted. What we were
no,
talking about
if
was
they accepted
accepted.
it, then they would do the matrimony. They would allow gay people to get married in a Catholic church, and they don't.
But 100 years ago, they would be flipping, you know, unalived. Like, the point is that we progress as a society, we move on, and we decide that, like, the things that we might not have understood are actually, like, make sense now. That's why I was talking about science when we first began this conversation.
Real quick.
It's fully accepted by science and biology.
Real quick,
Sorry,
Ash, you haven't said anything. You've been up here so quiet.
Oh my gosh, I didn't even know I was up here, Michael.
Oh, you didn't know you were up here?
Yeah, I requested like a while ago, and I was just like laying here with my phone beside
Oh
me.
my God. All right, I'll drop you down.
I'm so sorry. No, it's okay. I
Oh.
can stay up here. I'm sorry. I just wasn't paying attention to my phone.
Yeah, no. RC, RC, I actually think you understand and agree partially with what I'm saying. I actually do.
I think that you're describing personality, though, Michael, and that you don't
No.
have to fit into a rigid role. I think your argument is more that you don't have to perform the gender role typically associated with females. But you're not moving or swaying me toward believing that a male can be a woman at all.
But that's the point, because that's the distinction between gender and sex.
One is
There-
subjective. Sex
No,
is objective.
Gender, the foundation of gender is sex. That's the only way to determine the difference between a man and a woman. That's why neither
just
one
how
of you.
you've understood it. That doesn't mean
you
that we
believe-
don't move on as a society and we understand that this is like again, like I said before, even the colours associated with certain genders have been switched at certain point because of man. Man has decided that actually, let's just change that now. We're just going to make blue and pink, we're just going to switch them over because it doesn't matter. It's not important.
Okay, well, do you think that men and women are objectively different, or is there no difference between men and women?
No, I believe there's a difference between men and women.
What's the difference?
Psychological.
Yeah.
I've answered this.
Psychological.
You keep asking this so many different
No,
ways.
but you didn't actually answer the objective difference between men and women.
Are you asking sex or gender?
Men and women or female and male?
No,
That's
you
the
guys are the
question.
ones separating sex and gender. I'm saying that it's inseparable.
I'm saying
But
it
that's
is separate.
not
See,
what
that
it's
is just where our disagreement is. That is the foundation of our
It's
disagreement.
not.
It
When
is.
you
That's
separate
literally the
sex from it-
foundation.
when you
you're
separate
literally
sex
just
from it,
Why
there's
do
no
you need?
difference
I have a
between
question.
men and
Then why do
women.
you need gender at all?
You actually don't.
Yet there
Then you can
is.
just
So
start.
what does
But
that tell you?
no, gender is for more efficient communication. So instead of me saying that adult human male, I can say a man. It boxes it up in one word instead of me having to
You could just say
say the
male.
long
Perfect.
phrase.
You could
Just
just
do
say
that with
male.
men. Just do that with
No,
trans
because
women and trans men then.
a male can be a child, a male can be an adult. So
And,
that's
A
why
male can
so,
also
you,
be
so
a,
you could say an
an,
adult
a
male.
male can be a dog.
So
A
you could
male
say an
can
adult
be
male,
a
right,
panda.
RC? Adult man, adult male. Is that
no,
one
because
extra letter?
it might not be a human. So now I have to say it's an adult human male. That's the point. That's what man does. Man boxes that entire phrase into one word.
No. So
It makes for more
you're
efficient
bringing a
communication.
qualifier in of the species of it is now a qualifier.
Adult human male. Yes, just like, and don't be offended here, the word bitch means a female canine. An adult female canine specifically, I think, right? So now you know
I
the
don't know.
species, you know the sex, and you know the general age range of that canine.
Mm-hmm.
Same thing with man and woman. A woman is an adult human female. Instead of me having to say adult human female, you know the species, you know the sex, and you know the age.
Okay, so why does language mean so much to you when it changes? And bear in mind also when we talk about a bitch, it's not just a dog, it's also a wolf, a fox. There are other species, other types of animals as well that also fall under that same category. So actually if you say to me, I have a bitch, I wouldn't know if you had a wolf, a fox, or a dog, or whatever else falls under that category.
You have a shepherd in your picture. You call him a good boy, good girl. Who's a good boy?
It's actually a Australian. Yeah, it is a shepherd. But it's not mine. It's not mine, unfortunately.
Is that dog
Best
is
dog I ever met.
That dog is probably smarter than you are, see. Those dogs are wildly intelligent.
You know who's not very intelligent? Oscar. It's incredible how many unemployed people watch Oscar.
Oscar is
Why
actually
do you keep pivoting,
Oscar is actually is really smart.
Oscar Quentin, are you joking?
Oscar's great. The fuck?
Wow. The bar is set so low. The bar has been set
Oscar-
very, very low.
Have you debated Oscar?
Why are you talking shit about him? I'm in his lives. I watch his lives every fucking morning.
Because he's not a very nice person.
He's actually really respectful and very nice and very intelligent.
He literally said that he was
That tells
outside
me that he's
of the
cooked you at some
courtroom.
point.
He literally admitted himself, and I'm paraphrasing here, so don't sue me, but that he was outside of the courtroom when Derek Chauvin was being tried and that they were intimidating the court, saying that if he's not found guilty, that, there's going to be trouble. That's intimidation of court. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but that's what I remember him saying.
I love how you just pivoted to talk
Oscar's
shit
in
about
here?
somebody.
He has pivoted since the
What's
minute
up,
he got
Oscar?
here, actually. We started off
he in
with
here?
what we were talking about before. Oh, it's all men until it's no men. And guess what he pivoted to? Trans people, because that's what they do.
Well, you are.
After
Maybe
Michael
trans people.
specifically said, we'll talk about this, but not trans people.
It's fascinating watching people on TikTok Live who debate us try to remember things that happened in previous TikTok Lives. They act as though it's not all recorded and put on YouTube.
Yeah, we can go back to that recording and play it. I'm sure it's not
You are
nearly
suggesting
off
that
at
I
all.
personally attended something to do with Derek Chauvin and was threatened. I have no idea what you're talking about.
You said that you were outside of the courthouse protesting, right?
No, I didn't go I didn't go to any protests to do with the Derek Chauvin trial.
You said that, yeah, you did. You did. I go back to the live.
No,
you said
that
it's
didn't
recorded.
happen. I didn't say that happened. That certainly didn't happen.
Okay.
I remember talking about the Derek Chauvin trial with you and telling you that the people of Minneapolis were very upset about the nature of the charges.
And you said you were there. You said that you were in the
I
area.
was in
of what happened to
Minneapolis. I
George.
was not at the courthouse. No, that's the detail that you made
And
up.
you were protesting.
I did protest.
Yeah,
some.
and you were saying that if the court didn't find Derek guilty, that there would be something to pay for.
I did not say that. No.
Okay, well, now we're
Well,
just
I might
lying.
have said that was the case given what some other people are doing, but you're doing the thing where I describe events that happen and then maybe some things that I did that are similar, and you're deciding that both are exactly the same thing, and I must have done everything and supported everything that everybody did in Minneapolis at the time, which is nonsense, and you know it, you disingenuous motherfucker.
See, he's mad. It's not disingenuous. You're not good at this at all.
All right, man.
You're not good at this.
Keep coping.
RC, you're coping.
He's not. He needs
RC.
braces too.
RC, you're
But
coping.
I
So do
can't
I.
talk. I kind of
So do
need
I.
braces too. Yeah, I kind of need braces too.
So do I.
We're in the same boat. No,
RC.
but Oscar's like a really nasty person.
He's not. I'm glad you conceded to.
Oscar would literally be the type of person to. I'm sure he celebrated when Charlie was assassinated. I mean, he's like a really disgusting.
I love
evil
how you
person.
have to. I love how you can't go by the things I say and do, so you have to make shit up.
Yeah, no, I'm making stuff up. That's not how the left is. The left didn't come out in droves celebrating Charlie's assassination on TikTok. and
again,
social media. No, that didn't happen, right? No, that didn't happen.
Let's bring some
No,
receipts.
that didn't happen. Oh, see, I gotta go because of people like this.
You go.
Oh God, he's so bad.
All right, Millie, I'm gonna drop you down. Ash, I'm gonna drop you down.
Alrighty. Thanks for having me.
Oscar, what's up?
Now that I have some staff doing some of the work for me, it's been really nice to be able to pop around to my friends' lives and see that RC's saying some fucking nonsense about me and come up and challenge him on it, so he scurries away.
Yep.
I'm
actually someone
like talking to me.
I'm actually pretty successful at keeping him on his toes a little bit.
Yeah, he's got a particular flavor of gish galloping that he tries on me that just never really works out for him.
Yeah, like he was trying to like overtalk the woman that was up here, Millie.
Well, it's only the psychological ploy that he has is that it's a flavor of gish galloping, where if he sees that you're really cooking on something, he'll make sure to come up with something offensive to say, so that it offends you so much that you momentarily forget that you're absolutely wrecking him on the thing you are talking about.
And you lose your train of thought, and
Yeah, it's why I'm so bad at being reached. The mods have to work so hard to talk to me while I'm live because I'm so laser focused on whoever I'm talking to.
You should see my text messages. It's literally my mods yelling at me.
I also have unread texts from my mods in my phone right now.
I get yelled at. You're not paying attention to the chat. You're not paying attention. Nikki's always yelling at me. Travis is always yelling at me.
I walked into my own Discord the other day, and they were talking about which of each of them has my phone number. They were making sure everybody knew who had my phone number, and I was like, I'm just gonna pretend I didn't see this chat.
My mods. Well, not only that, my mods hate me. They literally made me do a one chip challenge. I don't know if you saw that. I'm gonna post that video.
I didn't see that.
Yeah, no, we agreed. Apparently, I didn't even agree to this. This was just out of the blue with all the backpacks that we did. We ended up with like 60 something backpacks that we're gonna donate.
Yeah. You were telling me.
And they made me do a one chip challenge, and I did it live on camera. So no one forced you, Michael? Yeah, tell Nikki that. Nikki's the one that shipped it to me. The heck out of here. She literally shipped me the one chip.
I'm sure my mods would love to see me suffer for charity, but I do feel like it comes with love. They very very appreciative of my mods.
It was not good. Listen, that chip was not good. It was on a whole new level of.
Well, I ate a ghost pepper once, like 10, 15 years ago when I was a teenager, but I feel like we've engineered spicier things since then.
Here's the thing, though. The spice didn't go away. Like, it was literally probably spicy for an hour. It was just there. It could not go away. I ate an entire pint of Haagen-Dazs ice cream.
Don't threaten me with a good time.
It was the caramel cone one with the crunchy ice cream cones in it.
No, I'm your classic white guy with my lack of ability to handle spicy food, but I had an ex that was really into spicy food, so she would lace it into my food slowly over the course of years. She got me a little bit more up to speed, so now I can enjoy Indian food.
I have a buddy the same way. He just got married. His wife is from Bangladesh, and she'll literally eat like those Thai chili peppers, like those little like tiny ones that are just incredibly hot. Eat them like a snack.
Yeah. I eventually had to tell her to stop because it was good that I was enjoying more food, but at home everything was spicy and I was miserable. So
yeah, that was him. And
I eventually had to undo it.
She's been amping him up.
How have your calls been going today? I mostly got communists today. for some reason.
RC is live right now.
Oh no. Maybe I should go call in. I think he's on a new account, right?
Keep
Is he
using the
not
word
active?
incel. I mean, it's telling a lot about yourself. Keep doing your work. It's funny, true, and very much needed. Thank you. You're genuinely the goat of this TikTok game. I don't know about that. I'm not like a live.
What a goober. Well, I'm going to be getting off. I'll probably end up like usual in a Republican live at some point.
Can we just appreciate for a moment that the only thing, like the first thing I heard him say were the words, using the word incel is telling on yourself.
Is that what he said? I didn't even listen.
Yeah, that was the first thing I heard him say when you put him on the screen.
All right, Chad, who's worse, RC or Texas for Trump?
I don't think I know Texas for Trump.
You have to.
Probably.
That's not possible.
Maybe he's banned. Maybe I did battle with him a long time ago.
I think RC is way worse.
I think RC really takes the cake in terms of his type of gish galloping. Like I said, it requires such social weaponization. It makes him very dangerous unless you're really good at keeping the through line. But that's kind of my specialty in general with my debate style, is staying on the thing. He doesn't like it one bit. But
how do you not know this girl?
What
yeah,
we've got here is failure to communicate.
They're literally the dumbest group of people I've ever met.
Well, they're like, when I go and see like a popular like right wing page, I'll like go and look, and I look at the comments, and I just think like, if my fans were like this, I would retire. I
agree. I mean, she doesn't have a huge live. I mean, she's usually 200 to 300 people. So, I mean, that's obviously not nobody. But
that's nothing to sneeze at. Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, they're dumb.
That was me like a month ago.
Yeah. But I don't know. I just think they're the dumbest group of people. The other, like Millie in here, do you know the other Millie?
I think I do.
Like I don't think she's dumb. She's a radical Republican. But
I don't think RC is dumb.
I've said this I just said it tonight. I don't think he's an idiot. I actually think he's pretty smart.
A monster. He's a monster.
He's a monster.
Yeah. I run the comparison all the time. I hang it as the prompt on the hand-drawn sign on my show all the time. Like, moron or monster, evil or fool. Like, I have all these different like ways of putting the dilemma. But like, there's plenty of people who are both. But I don't think that RC's foolish. I think he's weaponized his intelligence to harm disadvantaged groups.
100 people, 100%. I usually, last time he was up here, I changed the prompt to this one. For him.
Yeah.
His whole thing,
relationship advice.
His whole shtick is that women have wronged him in the past, and that's why he is the way he is now. Like if you would have known him 2 years ago, he was a whole different person.
Well, yeah, I've heard that he's had an arc, and I know he took down. I wish I had a copy of his book. I have a bounty out.
Apparently,
on his
you
book.
can't get it. Yeah,
I'll pay $100 for his book if anybody has a copy of it. Because I want to unban him and then hold it up the next time he comes on my show, so he runs away.
Oh, is he banned? He's permanently banned from you?
Well, so I mean, he got like an accidental ban because one of my mods made a mistake where she went to go make sure that she was banned, but she just like absent-mindedly forgot she was doing it on behalf of my account, and I just never unbanned his main account because I was kind of over him. He'd been on a lot recently, and sometimes I'll ban people for a month just to roll the dice on the shit that they talk about because it just gets to be too much. I'm only now trying to stream more than 2 hours a day, so like in terms of airtime, it just gets out of hand to be like, all right, RC is gonna like project his insecurities about women onto Oscar and Gish Gallop in the same way about the same. I don't know. He's got like 3 or 4 hot button issues he really likes talking about. Just in terms of managing the content, like most of my bans are just like, all right, you've been doing too much of this. You're not bringing me anything new.
Someone's asking what's the title of the book. I'm trying to find it.
Beyond the Q like cue ball.
Oh yeah, I see it. It's this one.
Robert Collier.
Chat, it's this one.
Yep, that's it. I haven't read it, but I've heard that it is like an incel's perspective on social skills. Like it's like a self-help book about social skills written by somebody who doesn't
You really
have them.
know the people around you.
Well, because I don't actually think that RC is particularly socially adept. I think that his weakness with me
Oh, here
is
he
that
is
I
there.
am socially adept.
That's a picture of him.
Yeah. He doesn't like me calling out that this is his book, but his fucking picture's on it, so it's his bad. It's out there. It's like if somebody pulled up an old video of me where I look bad, which I'm sure there are plenty of. It's like
A fable
gotta
about
own
an
it.
ambitious young man who propelled himself to remarkable success after discovering and learning the secret insight that games offer from his business mogul mentor. A must-read book before entering any significant business deal, marriage, or relationship.
I feel like
If
just
anyone
reading
wants-
that paragraph. Yeah, there's the ISBN. Yeah, give me.
If anyone wants to try to get it, if anyone wants to try to get it, there you go.
Even that blurb feels like he's projecting. It feels like he's missing maybe some approval from a respected male figure in his life, and he had to write a book where he got it. It's the sort of thing that I get. But yeah, his projection's crazy. Like once he goes on the ad hominem, you start learning the things he really cares about. Because he'll only attack you about the things that he values about himself. So it's very telling, the insults he hurls.
Let's read some of the ratings of an incel who's bitter about his ex leaving him. This is truly a misogynistic wet dream centered around his embarrassment of his real attraction to trans women. Waste of time unless you're looking for fellow incels to hate women. Boring. Reads like some dumb kid was daydreaming about how cool his life could be. Oh boy.
I do periodically search for it on the used book warehouse websites because they'll take anything that has an ISBN and sell it for $3.99. So I do ping every now and then to check if this book is available because I do very badly want a copy of it for my desk. Because I think I'll read the whole thing. Like RC is such a character in the scene, and there's so much controversy about whether or not it's ethical to platform him. But I'm sure you've heard my quick take on my opinion on platforming monsters, which we all.
I got kicked out of a group chat because I had someone like a decently large group chat on this app because of they didn't like who I had up here.
And
they didn't even look at the actual they didn't even look at
how you handled it.
Like how it they clipped it almost.
Well, my thing is that, and I think I told you this when we were at the bar together, it's that I think that it is fair to say that it is irresponsible to platform someone like RC if you don't know what you're doing. So if you do, maybe it's okay. So there's kind of a threshold of skill in terms of handling that particular monster. And I do think that RC is so reprehensible and so skilled at what he does that for a lot of people, you're playing with fire. Platforming RC is really what I think it is.
Yeah.
So you need to be good at it for it to be a responsible thing to do. Because he's really good at spreading hateful ideologies. I think I'm good enough at shutting him down personally. So I platform him. He's banned right now mostly, like I said, just because there's a bunch of people I have banned just for being repetitive on my show. El Chico Tech EDU is banned right now for being repetitive on my show.
He's never been a problem with me.
Well, it's not about
See, I
him
don't
being
ban the people that are
problematic.
repetitive because I only get repetitive. That's part of my problem is I only get the repeats. He's always respectful, at least.
Yeah, he's capable of some good faith thinking sometimes. I have some incredible clips of him not understanding things, though.
Yes, I don't do clips.
Oh, all I do is clips. So many clips. So many damn clips. Training people how to do the clips, so I'm spending my time listening to myself with a person there. It's a nightmare. RC's claim, to answer the chat, RC's claim is that the book got review bombed and he had to take it down and it just like didn't sell well. But I don't know, man. The blurb on the back suggests to me that the reviews are right. The way he talks about it when he tries to defend it suggests to me that they're right. But it's definitely a soft spot for him that he wrote a pretty embarrassing book, probably, which is why I have a bounty on it. So spread the news. Oscar will pay for a copy of that book. I think it'll do good for the debate community for one of us to get our hands on a copy of it, so we can know the truth about what RC really cares about.
All right, time to call it quits. I gotta eat.
Goodbye.
All right, y'all. Guys, everyone follow Oscar. I know pretty much everyone left. But everyone follow Oscar. He goes live every single morning, 10 a.m. Central. 10 a.m. Central, 11 a.m. Eastern. Hit the follow button. There's a plus sign to the right of his name. Everyone in here, hit the plus sign to the right of his name. And tune in tomorrow. I'll be there tomorrow, 10 a.m.
Let's cook some chuds.
Yeah, I usually I'm in it most of the time. Sometimes I scroll through other ones.
I see you
I
in the
have it
chat,
as
but I'm getting bad at watching the chat.
I have it on it as background, like when I'm at my office.
Mm-hmm.
So I just listen in. All right,
I
man.
appreciate
Well, you
listening.
have
Later,
a
dude.
great night. Thanks for coming up, man.
Kick me for the algorithm.
See you. All right, chat. Everyone, do me a favor. Hit the follow button at the top of the screen if you're not following me. W Oscar in the chat. All right, guys. I'll be live again tomorrow, 5:15. Have a great night.